Heyo, good morning, good afternoon. It's Omnidog, Webhead, and Dom of X. What up? What up?
Good morning.
Hello.
I just went over to near mint condition and yelled at him, and so I assume that's what this is from. Old man yelling at clouds. Good evening. Where's the O-Dog? Right here, buddy. Good to see you, Jaggernaut from the Great White North. This is the live collected edition show. I had to make sure that Omar knows that I still love him, so I told him to get off the air. That's how we show our love, is by
That's how we
being mean
express
to
love
each other.
on YouTube. Yeah.
Webby and Dom of X are both from comicreleases.com, although in the description, I'm also including Dom of X's YouTube channel. What are you up to now? Like 90,000 subscribers now that you've got Mark Wade as your best friend?
You know what? That did help me out a ton. I think I almost have like 3,000 like real-time views in that interview in the first like 1.5 weeks.
Wow.
It's pretty insane to me.
That is awesome.
But yeah, I'm up to like 2,100 plus now, I think. So I haven't checked it in a couple days. I've been busy, but alas, I haven't uploaded anything this week. Now that you mention it, I should probably get it right. But I've also been doing a lot of NMC work on the back, so I had no time.
Jaggernaut is talking to you right now, I believe, Dom.
¿Cómo está po, pare? Hope you're doing well.
Oh, this is too bad, Labruski. I started Captain America by Brubaker, and I'm not enjoying it. I think it's partially because buyer's remorse. Dude, wait, whoa. This needs an intervention. You shouldn't have buyer's remorse because it's the best Captain America I've ever read. Is James here? Where is James? James, where are you?
James!
Did
you start with the first Omni? Because that's the best part.
You mean the first Golden Age? Huh? Oh, you're talking to
No, the first Brubaker.
You're yelling at me.
Yeah, did you start in the 40s? You have to.
My baby, let's go.
You have to start from number 1. No.
James can link you to my video in which I say, does it live up to the hype? And it's not a long video, but if you start at, the first Omni is Captain America. I encourage you to buy all 5. Or just start with the first one, but you got to read it all the way through because nobody's safe in this book and it has consequences and it's the best Captain America. Do I want to say it's the best superhero book I've ever read? It may be one of my all-time favorite Marvel books because I think right now Black Cat's my favorite Marvel book. But gosh, Labruski, I really feel bad for you that you're not digging it. Watch my video and see if that helps give you like a little reader's guide to it, like why I enjoyed it so much. Dom, have you read it?
Yeah, I've read all of it.
Okay, and I know Webby has. Do you guys concur with me?
I do.
I absolutely love that run. He says he read the first 5 issues. It's been a while. I mean, it might take a bit to kind of it builds up. It's Brubaker.
Because you have the out of time storyline with Red Skull. I think like for those first 2 issues, and then once you get to Winter Soldier, like holy shoot, man!
Yeah,
you're in for a wild ride.
Okay.
There's some build up. I think the first couple.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, Jake thinks he's funny. I don't think Captain America is a hero because he didn't kill 60 million people like in Irredeemable. Okay, I never do well in those dumb evergreens because I never read the damn. I never get. I choose such bad things. I did get one thing evergreen, and that was Hellboy, and it said heroes, indie heroes, and I thought it said indie superheroes, so I picked superheroes. And then, of course, Irredeemable, the Plutonian, is absolutely not a superhero. He is a villain, and so I effed it up. So, honestly, Paul says, I read Brubaker Cap the first time and didn't like it. Then I read it again, and the scales fell from my eyes.
For me, it was the first thing I'd read one of the first things I read, like when I get back into comics, and I knew some stuff about Cap, and I don't know, it was just an awesome read. I liked it immediately, but I know it might take a few issues to get going, because like Dom said, there's that first arc of stuff dealing with like the.
I'll be right back.
Well, the end of that arc is where things get real. I don't remember how many issues that is. But yeah.
Omar just called this place the AARP stream. He's like,
yeah. I was on when he did that.
Yes, Bobby. Say it louder.
I see you, Bobby.
Where is he? Oh gosh, we have a ton of people here. Muhammad Brubaker's Cap is definitely top 20 Marvel runs of all time, and I am placing this alongside Abnett Land and Cosmic, Peter David Hulk. Yes, you are very welcome here. Here's somebody who's not welcome here. Warren Weaver. What the hell are you doing here? Don't like Brubaker.
At all?
Are there any mods in this chat? What's happening to here? What in the world? Here's Bar, who's going to be my guest, I think, next week. Just what is the size? That's what I ran out of the room to get. The size of the Marvel art books. Are they deluxe edition size or bigger? This is let me highlight myself so I can give her a clear picture. This is the book in the slipcase. So let me take out stickers. Didn't I do the size comparison in my video bar, or did you just not watch it? Here's the trade paperback, and here's in the slipcase. And it's actually pretty close to slipcase size. Like that. So it's pretty darn big. I'd say it's
sounds
almost
like compared to an absolute.
Yeah, I'd say it's close to library edition. It's bigger than deluxe size, I think. It's as big as, well, that's not going to mean anything to Bar if I tell her it's as big as the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. So that's the size. It's fantastic, Bar. It's full of tons of all your favorite Marvel ladies looking awesome. How do I know that? That's the only reason I bought it too. Bar and I are on the same page. We both like pretty women. That's why we get along. Yeah, here it is. Thank you, James. There is somebody selling all the Brubaker Omnis for $250. Wow, that's a good deal.
That's a real good deal.
Let's see. What is taking so long? Oh, you're a mod in this chat, Max? When did that happen? Good. Get rid of Warren. What's wrong with him? If he falls out of line again, get rid of him. Let's see. Who else is here? Jacob's here. Welcome, Studio. P4 VVA. Good to see you. Jake 13. Spooey. And Jake already has gone back on this by jamming me up. So apparently he only loves you two. Your love is something special, oh darg. Right on, man. Sazmurf's here. Idle Wilder from Scotland. Aye, wee Bonnie lass.
Nice profile picture.
It's what now?
He said nice profile picture.
I can't quite make out what it is.
That's his celebrity crush.
That's my celebrity crush.
So it must be a Pokemon.
It's
right?
Cyclops.
Oh. Wait, how am I? Oh. I just saw I was focused too much on his visor. Okay, that's your celebrity crush. Got it. When do we get to see Dupe of X? Do you have a dupe, Dom? Or is he thinking that I am naming my dupe of X? Or what is he talking about?
I think it's yours. I don't have a dupe.
Oh, disappointing. I almost got one because that looked really cool.
I may get Jeff the Shark too.
Yes. Most adorable creation in comics.
Right? I agree with that. Spooey says, Jess, I'm close to ordering the Golden Age Superman Volume 2 Omnibus from OPB. Oh, shout out to OPB. Organic price boost code Omnidog. $2 off, 5% off shipping, 4 more books together. Omnidog, sit. Thank you for that. And now I've lost your comment. So wait, where was it?
Man, he
there.
set you up for an advertisement.
I already have volume 3 and 4. Can you get it? That's what you were doing. Can you get it down to 34 and push me over the edge? If you buy 3
you
more,
sure can.
I did. Yeah, $34. For $34, I would buy Golden Age Superman. 1 and 2 are goofy. I think that, just in my humble opinion, Golden Age volumes 1 and 2 of Batman and Superman are so raw, and you can see they're actually creating it. They're from the seat of their pants, sort of. And so Batman kills and Superman can mush his face like Plastic Man, and he's not really flying, he's jumping. It's really cool to see those early parts. I think where the Golden Age stuff sort of starts to lag is maybe in the latter volumes as we get closer to the Silver Age. So thank you for asking to get $2 off, because I just gave it to you. There we go. Here's Hondo. What up? Winter Soldier, the movie. That must be why people are letting you stay here, because you said that. Because the Winter Soldier was the best Marvel movie. Am I right?
Honestly,
it's up there.
It's pretty far up there. Yeah,
it's up there. Okay, that's all I wanted.
My
to
top
hear.
3 at least.
Right. Hey, it's my friend Sonny, also from Scotland. Hobbs is on time for once. Who are those people? At first I was going to say they looked like Powerpuff Girls, but this must be a young person thing, Dom. Who are they?
I don't know who those people are.
Oh dear.
I wish I did.
You wish you did. As we're talking about it, what are your top? Can you say what your top 3 Marvel movies are?
Yeah, off the top of my head, first Iron Man, Guardians of the Galaxy 1, and Cap Winter Soldier.
Okay, good choices. I don't know that I want to argue with those. I mean, I wouldn't argue with them if I would replace any of them, because I loved Avengers Endgame. But boy, I love the first Iron Man, and I even got upper management to watch Guardians of the Galaxy with me, and she loved it, and she doesn't like any superhero movies. So yeah, that's a pretty good choice. What about you, Webster?
I don't even know. I always have problems. I know Winter Soldier's in the tops.
Yeah.
The third Spider-Man movie's so good.
Whoops, I need to get rid of Facebook. Just a sec. Go ahead. Max just sent me a picture of his dog, which is nice. Thank you, Max. I love that dog.
I do agree with you about Iron Man. That one was very exciting when it came out.
Yeah.
When Dom was like 3 years old. And that might literally be true.
Wait, it came out in 2008. So how old were you? 7, Dom?
Yeah, I was 7.
Oh boy, comic books.
You punk ass kid. I can't believe you're so young. It's so unfair.
I remember it was exciting because they were doing something that wasn't just the same few heroes over and over again. That's what made that first movie so special. And then that little part at the end where we all lost our minds because of, the Nick Fury thing.
Yeah.
And I just remember I was like, oh my God, they actually got Sam Jackson.
That was pretty darn cool. Let's see.
So that always holds a special place for me.
Yeah, 100%. I'm going to show you something that Jake just sent me. If you go to Organic Price Books, DC Omnibus and Absolutes are 52% off sale. Free shipping. Ends November 8th at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Free shipping. That's just like even one book like that that Golden Age Superman. That's free shipping on that. What? Maybe I should get that Absolute. We're going to show that Oh, it's not going to be. Darn it. Foiled. That I want that absolute that we
Foiled,
it has
foiled.
Death of the Family that has the slipcase. I think that's this month, right? Or did that already come out? I think maybe it already came out. Maybe it came out last week.
Well, it's not part of the sale. It did come out last week, though.
Oh, but it's not part of the sale?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not everything. There's like...
Yeah, it is many things.
Many things.
It's just not absolute Death of the Family.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's called the Jess rule. Thank you, Jake, for sending that. OPB
There's a lot of good stuff in here, though.
133 books, 52% off until November 8th. Okay, there we go.
7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Oh, good. Nice. Warren, what is with you? Sleeper is so rad. Whenever I started reading the first Blueberry Cat, it was fine, but my, was it meandering? It took over a full year's worth of issues to tell the one story. Okay, there's Spooey. I don't really like books in slipcases. I don't see the point. You. Oh, that's all he likes. Can I show it next to a deluxe?
I like slipcase books, but I'm often too cheap to pay extra. Like, you know how Boom always likes to put it out, and then the slipcase one's like $30 more, and I'm like, bro, that's some cardboard.
It's extra cardboard. We're already paying for cardboard.
Yeah. Like, give me a break, guys.
I can show it to you next to an omnibus. Is that okay?
That's a deluxe.
Yeah, this is deluxe size. Whoops. Why don't I show it so you can see it? Whoa. This is a heavy handful. What's going on here? Okay, there. That's how much bigger.
On a Saturday afternoon.
This is how much bigger it is. There, bar. So it's substantial. Yeah, it's like an absolute or library edition, I think.
Do you have any absolutes nearby?
I can get one, sure.
Because, inevitably, like, oh, it is? Let's see it next to an absolute.
Next to an absolute. Okay.
Okay, so they are basically the exact same size.
Yeah, maybe an eighth of an inch smaller. Absolute, yeah. So there you go. It's very much worth it because the art is gorgeous. As you know, because you must have looked at my overview. That's how you know about it, right, Bar? Jacob's here. What up? But I made the... no, it took me a while to read it, too. I read it a couple years ago. The only superhero omnis I've read that I love are Gotham Central, Ultimate Spider-Man, and Iron Fist. Well, those are all really good.
Those are not bad picks for superheroes.
Those are all really good ones. But Cap's up there with them.
Welcome, Marvel Bab. Welcome, Starscream 1988 boss, who must like Captain America. That's their profile peg. Unfortunately, I don't think that one is available to buy from Amazon. It has the wait. I don't think the one that is available to buy from Amazon has the slipcase or a dust jacket.
I think it's just Kickstarter only, right?
Yeah. But since it's not slipcase or dust jacket, that means it'll be cheaper because I paid up for that because slipcases are absolutely worthless, and I love them because of that. I pay extra for them. Because I'm
just showing off your wealth, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't said that. I don't remember when it happened, Jess. I made some bad life decisions, and I don't remember most of my late 20s. Marcelo's here. Welcome from Mexico. Eric Skywalker with the greatest avatar ever. I thought Dom's celebrity crush was Wolverine.
Hey. Laura Kinney's also Wolverine, mind you.
Oh. She's a great Wolverine.
She is. She's my favorite Wolverine.
I agree with that 100%. He mentions that his 3 crushes on the stream are Droop, Squirtle, and Venom. Yep. Just oh, Matt can't stay today. We just wanted to say, hey, watch the replay later. Have a great rest of your weekend and no mortality talk. No, we won't. Since Curtis isn't here, we won't be doing that. Good heavens.
Curtis said like the meanest thing in the nicest way ever last week on Saturday.
But it cracked me up, and that's all that matters, right?
Exactly.
It was pretty brutal, though. He was funny. Yeah. Actually, I think it'd be good if I got that'd be fun if I could get Lars and Curtis on with you, Dom, at some point on like Batter Days or something. That time should work out for Curtis because it was fun having Lars on. It was fun. The 4 of us together, I think we had fun.
We definitely had a good time.
Okay, this puts things in a whole new perspective. I did not love the Winter Soldier movie, found it boring. Okay, maybe Brubaker's Cap
might not be for you.
It might not be for you.
Well,
sometimes you just don't vibe with things, and that's okay.
Yeah, that's true. It's true.
That's wild. I don't think I've ever met someone that didn't like that movie.
I think we did this before. Mina Ashido from My Hero Academia, from an artist friend of mine.
I feel like I only know 3 characters from that anime, even though all my friends talk about it all the time.
You can always start watching it.
I feel like
all that free time you have.
Free time.
Yeah, you are a busy
joke,
young man.
That's why I had the quotations.
Well, Brewski. Oh dear, you don't like the Dark Knight trilogy either. Well,
I don't think you like comic book stuff. He did say somewhere in there he wasn't super into superhero stuff, so maybe you just don't like superheroes, man. You don't have to force it. There's so many other comics that aren't superhero stuff.
I kind of now want to. Warren likes Silver Surfer, the Fantastic Four Silver Surfer movie.
Are you trolling us?
I think I want to meet him in person. I have to meet you, Warren. I need to.
Are you trolling us?
Yeah, I need to see if you're like really a real person, or if somebody's making you up.
So I love Warren on my Friday streams with Curtis.
Is that the DC World's Finest or whatever it is? DC Finest. Plug it while I go get a Diet Coke for myself. Go ahead.
Yeah, we host Friday streams on my channel, me and Curtis. And this time we will actually have books to talk about later this month on the 29th. So be sure to be there. And thankfully, unlike last time, because YouTube, for whatever reason, wouldn't let me schedule a stream. And literally as soon as I got off the live stream, YouTube allowed me to schedule something. I was like, wait, what? This makes no sense. So anyways, Curtis and I will be talking about Batman Year 1 and Year 2, Superman, the First Superhero, and all the other Wonder Woman, Origins and Omens, and all the other DC Finest books that are coming out this month on that Friday. So we can't wait to talk about it with you guys there.
That's awesome, because I'm looking forward to those books. And speaking of those books, we have some of those to show in this. We do have a topic. We are the live collected edition show. I know that it's been.
We will start that.
Rodimus, good to see you here. Winter Soldier, Iron Man. Oh, Doctor Strange. That also is a good one. Congrats, Dom. I am a Red Sox guy, but super happy LA beat the evil Empire.
Hey, thank you.
I didn't notice that Squirtle had a hat on. That's cool.
You definitely enjoyed the World Series.
Nice.
Someone mentioned in the comments there, but I don't know if my stomach enjoyed my partying out on that Thursday night, or Wednesday night, I should say. But I know I had a lot of fun, even if the rest of my body didn't.
I didn't even know who was playing, and I saw he said Evil Empire, and I was like, must be New York.
When you party, what does that look like? What did you consume?
Tub of ice cream and a lot of mango juice.
You are so wholesome. Gosh, I wish you were a little bit older so I could introduce you to my daughter.
You were
I would
like
love to
halfway
have
to
you for a
making yourself
son-in-law.
you basically had the SpongeBob Frosty.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's right. That did come out. I need to try it. I need to try
I
it
do
at some
too.
point.
Yeah, that's
You were
SpongeBob.
halfway there. It's like a
I
mix
think
of mango and pineapple, so you're
right. It
halfway there.
sounds good. Spider-Man 2 is my favorite comic book film. It's not about two people punching each other. It's about being at the lowest point in your life, making sense of everything, and overcoming depression. Okay.
It's a good movie.
That movie is still definitely up there as one of my favorites.
Yeah, I still love that movie. Okay, Warren, I'm still not sure you're real. Yes. You're welcome. Yeah, I think you'll be really happy with it, Bart. Not my nephew, Ryan Bragg. Congratulations on being named just like my nephew. Excited to finally have a chance to read Jess's favorite Green Lantern, Green Arrow. Speaking of, since we now have a chunk of people in the chat and that are watching, peace and love, and I'll say we, the three of us, because I didn't pick up on it. This book did not make it into the recorded one that Webhead and I released yesterday due to an ISBN slip up.
Yeah.
We accidentally had the ISBN for a different book on that. Go ahead, Tom.
What happened was I was like filling out the books like I usually do every month when solicitations are rounded up. I accidentally put the ISBN for Robin, Son of Batman Deluxe hardcover for Green Arrow, Green Lantern, Hard Traveling Heroes Omnibus. So when the bot tracked it and saw the delay from the 5th of November to December 17th, it was recognizing that it was the delay for the Robin, Son of Batman, even though it was under the Green Arrow, Green Lantern, Hard Traveling Heroes cape. So I fixed it. It's back to the 5th of November. We had
it's
a lot
now
of
stream exclusive.
Only here will you find it that book is coming out actually on time when it's supposed to. And I do have it. I just pulled a thing from comic releases. I went to maybe Penguin, and I just grabbed what it looks like. So when we get to that part, I'll show it first. But just so you know, Elon. Also, hi, Elon. Good to see you, my friend. That whole book, I don't know that I can say that that's my favorite run. 76 through 90, that's my favorite run. The other stuff, it's okay, but I don't know that I'm buying it. I'm not 100% sure. And I have a feeling that somebody already spoke up for a copy of it from OPB, probably frickin' Jake.
Of course. Good friend from the Brave and the Boys. But who was the Brave and who was the boy? I had to. I'm sorry.
I'm sure I'd get canceled if I answered that one.
Choose your words wisely.
Of course, it was definitely not because someone posted their copy on Discord. It was because of your overview. Sure. Do you even follow me, Bar? What's happening here? Why am I having you on the show next week? You didn't see my... Go to my overview. I show you everything in the overview. Size comparison of books. So, yeah. No, but it's cheaper than what I paid. 73 is way cheaper than what I paid. Oh, here's our new comic fan, Vanessa. Welcome. Hey, Dom.
What's up?
Vanessa, good to see you. Let's see. I agree with the last part of that, but how dare you bring my Mets into this, Javier? How dare you? Captain Winter Soldier is my favorite movies of all time. Not just superheroes, but of all genres of movies. Espionage and action, second to none. And Jake misspelled Vanessa. So see, why are you even saying hi to him? You should only be saying hi to me because I know how to spell your name. Idlewater, DC Finest this week. Yes, it is. And I think you might be right. Here's Domovex's YouTube. Yep. Wait, this is funny, I think. Does Labruski like anything? LOL. And Labruski says, I like your mom. Wow. I have to say, I think that's a good burn. That is.
Jake has disappeared from chat since then.
Yeah, Jake, are you out there? Oh, here's some other people. Sweet Mimosa, Silver Surfer movie is goated. No, I really love the Silver Surfer. Fantastic movie. Was great. Okay.
I mean, it was better than the first, but it was a very low bar. That first Fantastic Four movie.
I could be better than the first Fantastic Four movie.
Absolute garbage. Maybe they were just so excited that it wasn't as bad as the first one that they just were like, oh!
Yeah. Why would we get to the topic? What?
Don't you know where you are right now?
Yeah. Trying to talk to the people here. I'm excited for the 2 Batman Omnis coming out and their Wonder Woman Omni coming out in March. Is that the Gail Simone reprint?
No, it's
That's a good question.
Wonder Woman Omni.
Well, only if there was a site that you could figure out where to find that Wonder Woman.
I don't see one in March. Maybe it got moved. Maybe the Greg Rucka one?
Oh yeah, that's May. That's May.
Oh, it's May.
I'm guessing that's it, yeah.
Let's see. Also, Monday, November 4th at 5 p.m. on VFC, Dom Curtis of Epic Marvel Podcast and Omar will be joined by a very special guest to talk about DC Finest books. Oh, you're getting the extra one. The extra DC Finest. Did you know that, Dom?
Yes.
You did know that.
Yeah. We this has been a thing I've been teasing with Curtis and about for the last month or so.
With your special guest. Well, thank you for asking, Bart. They're both doing great. Upper management is always great because she's always in a good mood, which is so weird. And Kelly got a job after looking for a year. She finally got a really good job, and so now it's awesome. I am so happy for her. She's doing great. And wait, sorry, I will get to the topic here in a sec, but I just saw, I feel like I saw Next Imagine had part 2, but I don't see part 1. Okay, sorry, Next Imagine. I only see part 2 of what you're writing here. He won't be remotely as unwise or beloved as Omnidog's vault entering into his golden years. Okay, that's fair. Can I be can I just be your honorary son? Mind you, my father is alive and well, and I do love him. Well, that's why I'm trying to. I feel like you're in. I will consider you, Labruski, but Dom's in first place. I just have to see if my daughter is interested in younger men. Because I totally want to adopt Dom. Yeah. See? That's exactly right.
I saw that James text put a post in our server. It was like, apparently I got someone's sister to read comics or something. What was the message? Oh, here we go. It was my sister began watching NMC for Dom. She began reading comics as a Dom. Now she has a crush on Dom.
Whoa, where's that?
Pure animal magnetism, Dom.
Wow. Just for some reason, Kane's comments are not appearing in the chat. Would anyone know why that might be? I don't know why. I did see somebody say, Kane, what are you looking forward to? And I haven't been able to see Kane's chats. I don't know. I'm seeing, is there anybody else that's not being seen? Domini, new interviews coming out soon. There's a specific one I am looking forward to. LOL. Must be Kelly Thompson or somebody.
Well, she is going to be very much a regular on my channel from now on.
Kelly Thompson is?
Yeah, Kelly and I became like super quick with the connection, man. So yeah, she will be a friend of the channel for a good like every couple of months or so she'll be on.
Nice.
But it's not her. I know who Bar is referring to, but I have two more upcoming that I'm like still like in the scheduling things with, but that'll be this month. The one that you're mentioning, I'm just gonna say, I think life is hectic at the moment for me right now because I'm in the last month and a half stretch of my semester. On top of that, my basketball championship is tomorrow, and I am scared to heck of losing. So I'm still working out the scheduling kinks right now, but there are going to be a couple in the next 4 weeks or so.
Okay, that's awesome. And I understand that you want to keep it quiet, but I'm glad Bar's excited. And wait, first I want to show. Let's see. We can actually. Let's see. Let's show November, first week in November. Oh wait, I gotta just a sec. Okay, first week in November. Window. This is going to be front of mind the first week of November. November 5th, Green Lantern, Green Arrow, Hard Traveling Heroes, Omnibus. I know nothing. I really don't remember anything once Mike Grell takes over the art and they go to space. It wasn't. It just felt like it dropped off after Neil Adams left, and I get why he left because he was taking so long to do all the issues. But Mike, I feel like Mike Grell wasn't the right choice at the time. His art really dropped off hard in those first few issues. It's not the Mike Grell we know from Longbow Hunters, where he really. So I'm just saying, this is it, November 5th, first week. I'm not 100% sure I'm going to be getting it.
Can I pitch in a word, Jess, if I may?
You may.
So I was talking. So I did an interview with Chris Condon back a couple of weeks ago, right before he went off to New York Comic Con, which ended up being one of the worst mistakes of my life. Because at New York Comic Con, they announced his Ultimate Universe Wolverine book that's going to be coming out in January. So I was super mad that I didn't get a chance to talk with him about the specifics of it. We talked about everything else around it, like how he got hired by Will Moss and the Ultimate Universe editors. But anyways, my point being is he's the brand new Green Arrow writer, and he got on with the gig because one of the DC group editors asked him, "Hey, we really like your That Texas Blood and Enfield Gang Massacre with Jacob Phillips." And we were talking about Hard Traveling Heroes and a lot of Green Arrow history because I just wanted to know like what his inspiration was on this. And what he told me was like he really, really appreciated that Dennis O'Neil and Neil Adams were able to write this like back and forth duo book with Hal and Ollie from the perspective of like, hey, we're criticizing the early 70s American government with Nixon and Agnew. And I was like, okay, this is something that I can get behind with. We talked about a bit more of that. And I think even just in that case, like from a historical perspective and getting to see Neil Adams draw Green Lantern and Green Arrow, I think there's enough for this, for people to not only buy this, but also to check out, hey, like he's pulling inspiration from the Dennis O'Neil run. Let's see what that's up with that. So those are my 2 cents.
Yeah, I'm just going to stick with the absolute of 76 through 90. but and then when he goes to space, I don't know, they go to space, which is cool. But yeah, you're right. That was, I mean, you know, my ward is a junkie, and there's Speedy shooting up. It touches on a lot of really cool points, socioeconomic, direction of the government, all kinds of things that were environmental, a lot of things that weren't. It's like the birth of a comic social conscience with 76 through 90. But I'm not 100% sure I'm going to be getting this one.
For sure. I can also see now where Joshua Williamson got inspiration from with his Green Arrow run, which is what you're talking about, which is also probably why I wasn't as, I guess, blown away by it. Because I can see
Joshua Williamson.
Yeah, like the current Green Arrow run by Joshua Williamson with the past stuff from him, you know, being like sort of cosmic and stuff, which is not really what I expect from a Green Arrow story.
Oh, okay.
So, anyways.
I haven't read that, so I don't know. But here's a question for Dom, and I think Dom has been, but I haven't. And have you, Webby, been reading any?
I've read a good. I'm behind on a couple series, but I've read at least the first issue of all the new ones out there. I'm gonna say that Storm is my favorite one of the bunch. I really, really dig what Lucas Wernick, and I cannot in my life say the name of the writer of the book. I'm gonna butcher it, but I think that's probably my favorite of the line so far. I think I'm enjoying Phoenix a good bit too. Maybe it's just because I'm biased and I like Jean Grey as a character, but I do like what Stephanie Phillips is doing in that book. Exceptional X-Men, I think, there've been some ebbs and flows with that one, but I really like Eve Elliott Ewing as a writer, so I think those three would be in my top 3 for From the Ashes titles. As far
How about NYX? Have you read enough of NYX yet?
I did read those issues. I'm not on the pitch as much as others are, but it's a really, really well done book. It is. So.
Okay. That's fair. Oh, Greg Rucka, Volume 1. Okay, thank you. And here's comic releases, where you can see in my description box comic releases Patreon. That's right.
We just got a new Patreon, like I think as the stream started. So
we did.
We did.
That's awesome.
I don't know who it is though, because it's a real name, and I don't like saying people's real names on the stream. So
it's his real name.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, yeah, they have a Patreon, and what do you get for what is it, $2 a month?
Yeah. And you get access to the watch list, which is kind of the main big feature. And we'll do the sell thing, but the watch list, the main functionality there is just being able to track what you're going to buy, what you've already bought, the various states the book could be in, you know, shipped, received, wanting, watching, all that kind of stuff. You can put the tracking number, the order number. I use it now to track my own books because basically I built the tool that I would want to have. So that's the main thing, right? Like I'm also a member. So, and then people have ideas, I take them. So the other day somebody suggested to me, because we have so many formats, could you give me a button that will show me all the oversized formats? And I was like, yeah, I can do that. So at some point this weekend, I'll probably go write some code and push it out.
And to add on to that, I think we had like a really quick voice call a couple of days ago, or maybe it was a week ago, where I told Webhead, hey, like there's a lot of other people not just on this channel, but other channels I've been on asking, can you add smaller size, regular, whatever trade paperbacks? And although the original function was just to track all the cool stuff that was upcoming, I think we realized like how big of a site and how many more people we can be and go up against other competitors like CLZ, League of Comic Geeks, and other tracking sites like that. And having something, up to the date that literally has everything. So we decided, you know what, flush the thing with all the regular books too. even though I might not be getting them. None of us, I think, are getting any of the smaller trade paperbacks for the most part, but a lot of people do want them. A lot of people do buy them, and we thought, hey, yeah, this is time. So we're expanding it out to all formats, not just your big, thick books, but also the regular ones too.
Yeah, over time, because it's gotten easier to like automate updating these. That's why by the time we talked about it, I was like, yeah, I guess it's time. Because now we can both just literally click a couple buttons.
Exactly.
And it'll give us all the updates and stuff. We can pull from multiple sources.
And that is why the recorded one is almost 50 minutes long, is because of all the extra trade paperbacks. And
we got done and I was like, Jesus.
We didn't even talk about any. We're like, there's this, there's this, there's this, there's this. And it was still 48 minutes.
Before you started, you're like, we gotta
I know.
Hurry.
Because it was like, I think it's 67 books we have to go through.
Yeah, so it was like less than a minute per book. We're like, ah!
Yeah. Bar had an Australian woman hit on me on Reddit after she saw my stream with Jess. Wow. I didn't know about that. Nice.
I guess I'm not really immune to it, because back when my old podcast co-host and I were doing stuff, there were like 3 of his viewers who legitimately had crushes on me. And I was just like, I mean, cool. I look hot, I guess. I'm glad I don't look ugly. Maybe that's a plus.
That's the best any of us can hope for. Yeah, I'm glad I don't.
Hey, Jess, we still have Justin. You know.
What?
Justin, the guy that always says we're the most handsome men on YouTube.
Oh yeah. Oh, Justin. I thought you said Jess. Okay.
Oh,
Jess, we have Jess.
We will always have.
Yeah, I was
Jess.
Worried about that. Yeah.
I told you before, you have to live at least another like 30 years.
That'd be good if I could do it in good health, man. It's the only way I'm seeing that Bronze Age Batman. Okay, wait. Something's happening here because Kane's. I'm sorry you're not able to put your chats in, Kane.
Did someone accidentally ban him?
Kane sends her love. She cannot comment, but is watching and enjoying the show. I'm sorry you can't put your comments in, Kane.
We love you,
peace
Kane.
and love to you. And just a sec, while Dom is making out with who is that?
Hey. No, I'm making out. I'm hugging him.
Okay, sorry. You know what happened, but my first part to that comment was more vile projection of Omar's jealousy for this channel and his own creeping age anxiety. That guy just doesn't know when to bend a knee for true greatness and is afraid he... Welcome again, Vanessa. Okay.
Wait, where'd the third message go?
I don't know that he put a third message. Maybe I'm supposed to go back up. I don't know. Let's see if we can start with the first week. We'll continue with the first week of November 5th. That's this coming Wednesday. There we go. And this is a standard hardcover called Enzuelo from the artist from Pretty Deadly, Emma Rios. And that's pretty much what we know. So November 5th, it's very pretty looking. I can't really tell what's going on. Epic Collection, Amazing Spider-Man, Web of Life, Web of Death.
Very dramatic.
Web of Life.
And Assassin's Apprentice. Standard hardcover. I don't know what this book is, but volume 2.
So it was thing.
Okay.
It is here. Hold on, since we don't know what it is.
Okay.
Let's read the description for volume 2 of this thing we don't know about. In this second installment of Assassin's Apprentice, Fitz is given a mission to infiltrate a nobleman's estate for signs of treason. The kingdom is plagued by red ship raiders, and the fate of the realm hinges on Fitz's choices. Sounds like just, medieval stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Assassin's Apprentice. Batwoman Elegy. This is one of the best Batwoman stories ever. With some of the bossest art. Jess, you'll love Exceptional X-Men. Okay, good. Wait a sec. Oh. I mean, this run and what happens with Gwen Stacy are the tentpole markers of the end of the Silver Age. Okay, that was for
Heroes.
Green. Yeah, that was Hard Traveling Heroes. Right.
Gotcha.
Got it. Jess, can I try pitching a show to you? Does it involve Dom and older women in like a match game, dating game type show? And I love NYX. It's the only book that actually addresses the aftermath of Krakoa. Oh, and here's Comic Releases Patreon. Sure, Muhammad, go ahead. Pitch me a pitch it to me. Captain America, Streets of Poison, Epic Collection. Oh, here we go. Tell me about this.
I'm getting my copy sometime tomorrow, I believe. And I will be doing an overview of it soonish. But year 1 and year 2. And on year 2, but year 1 is one of the most important books ever in comics history, Batman history, and everything of the sort. What I will commend DC for is that they have collected the Jim Starlin Batman issues surrounding this in this collection.
Oh,
Max Allan Collins, man, those Batman issues with the first post-crisis appearances of Jason Todd and recontextualizing him in a post-crisis on Infinite Earths world, some of the best issues I've ever read of Batman, and I don't think anyone talks about them, and it's kind of unfortunate because in a sea of Starlin, a sea of Miller, a sea of Mike W. Barr, I mean, he doesn't even get from billing on this, but Collins should get, I think, just as much credit for all the other writers and artists on Batman, just as much as the other guys, which is, I think, pretty insane for me to say that, I have to say that. But it's a wonderful collection. There's a lot of fantastic Batman material and stories here. You get it's a perfect jumping on point for beginners too, because you get to understand what Batman was like right after DC said, we just have one Earth. We're just going to tell stories on this one Earth, and we're going to make sure you know what is going on in these titles. And I think it's a wonderful collection to start out with for DC Finest.
Very nice. Very nice. And how about this one?
I just finished reading the material of this last night. It took me, I think, 4 hours to read the 20 or so issues that were in here. They took a while to finish. But
little bit of a struggle, the old stuff.
I don't think, you know what? I've actually after reading when we get to Justice League of America later, I'll be able to talk about that a little bit more there. But after I got through Gardner Fox Justice League of America when I was in Florida, because I just needed to kill time and free time or whatever, didn't know what to do, I have had a greater appreciation for a lot of the older stuff and being able to see oh, this is where they were still trying to figure out how to do comics both artistically along with the script. A lot of captions, a lot of text bubbles, lots of explaining. But at the heart of it, I could see that these were two Jewish immigrants trying to write a brand new genre into the fold of comics, which I think is the thing I appreciate the most out of this. Is not only the historical aspect of it, but you getting to see this is what Superman, or what their idea of a superhero was like in the late 30s. And I think that in and of itself is a pretty remarkable thing to grasp and think of.
Nice. So this is still the first week in November.
You're making me want to read it now.
Yeah. Batman, Elseworlds Volume 3. So I will be getting this. November 5th, for better, for worse. I think this is the last one. This is one of my all-time favorite comic strips. And I appreciate that you put this in here, Webby, just for me, I assume. It's really a great strip.
Why not?
Sure. Primer. This young adult.
Yeah, young adult book.
Okay. And I think this is a new primer because I think the first one is I read the first one and it was good. I enjoyed it, but I feel like I did a big read through of all those like 3 years ago. Punisher Max with the most devious and cerebral bullseye ever. This is some twisted stuff.
Pretty much great. You expect anything out of the Marvel Max line, but yeah, it is one.
From great art with Steve Dillon and very twisted and great writing with Jason Aaron. This is an Omni that's been out of print for a little bit. ROM. There it is for you guys.
License
again.
The original Marvel years. All right. Batman the First Night, still the first week of November.
I enjoyed that book a lot. You know.
Oh, did you? Tell me.
Yeah. So
tell me
it's pretty much it's a modern tale of late 30s, early 40s Batman from the lens of Dan Jurgens. A lot of if we have the Golden Age Batman, how can we put him in the modern lens so people can enjoy the story? He goes through a lot of the cape crime sort of genres and themes in this title, in this 3-issue magazine oversized black label title. Wonderful art too by Mike Perkins as well.
Okay.
I want to say it's Dan Jurgens' best book that he's put out in the last 4 years. He definitely had a lot of fun with this one for Bats.
Well, that's good because I think that's what Webby and I were saying on the video yesterday was that I sort of run hot and cold on Dan Jurgens. My favorite thing was Superman, Lois and Clark, the Bridge to Rebirth from New 52. I love that book. So it's good to hear that you like this. I'm very excited then. I'm very excited to get this. Does the interior artist, is he the guy that did this cover too? Ooh, that's good.
Love Mike Perkins, man. He did a really awesome Swamp Thing run, most recently anyways, with Rom V. And I loved his, I liked the fill-ins he did for Brubaker Cap when Steve Epting couldn't do an issue. So
okay.
Nicely illustrated book.
Bar, the answer is yes, and I loved it. I read that the very beginning of the month, I think. That's when I got it. Starfire. This is a young adult book.
This is a book for me. I'm going to be buying this because I need to complete the set.
Is this for the Cami Garcia Gabriel?
Yeah, the Gabriel Piccolo young adult illustrated books. I just finished Teen Titans Robin a couple months ago. And their take on
ones.
Yeah. This is, and they wrote Beast Boy and Raven.
Beast Boy, Raven, right? Beast Boy Loves Raven, and Robin. And now we got Starfire.
Okay. I love Starfire, so I want to see. I might be getting this book because I like this team a lot.
I've been following Gabe for the last 8-9 years on Instagram for his art because I was, a big Teen Titans fan when I was a kid. So
Ninjak trade paperback, Valiant Origins, Alien Books. Matt Kin.
Put out hardcovers. Come on, hardcovers and on.
Yeah. And this is the last book, November 5th, Wildcats Compendium 1. And this is all the Jim Lee art that everybody buys this book for.
I've never read any of this stuff. Have either of you?
No.
No.
I know it's peak Jim Lee, apparently.
It looks like peak 90s for
that
sure.
could mean a lot of things.
There's a lot of pouches in this picture.
Well, yeah. Oh, there's Grifter. That's like the only character I recognize right there.
Yeah.
I do
Like,
enjoy
I know him.
Yeah, I do enjoy Wildcats and understand the concept and everything.
I've only read Modern Wildcats, but everyone
Yeah.
keeps telling me like this isn't the Wildcats that we grew up with Jim Lee back in the 90s, and I'm just like, oh, this isn't your Zealot? And they're like, no, I don't recognize her. The Zealot was cool in Birds of Prey by Kelly Thompson, I will say.
Yeah. Okay, Spiral Storm is getting that Spidey epic. However, no surprise, Warren Weaver's not.
Hey, I agree.
It's funny, they're printing Elegy again. It's getting a DC Compact version 2. Is Batwoman Elegy in her omnibus? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Vanessa.
Yeah.
Right here with one of this is a terrible cover.
I know.
They had like
what were they thinking?
They had like 19 or 20, 30 covers they could have picked, and they show a boot.
I'm so frustrated because I remember when that book was coming out. I wasn't getting it at the time, but all the covers are so cool. And they chose one of the worst ones.
J.H. Williams is a master at drawing comics. He had so many cool covers on that Detective Comics like 7-issue stint. They couldn't choose one.
It defies logic. It defies logic. I just don't understand.
It's the
there
first
were so
story.
Many cool covers.
Yeah. Let me see how many. I forget how. Oh gosh, I mean, just the opening cover right here. Yeah, that could have been
that's the perfect one, man.
Right?
Open that book, flip to any cover. All of them are better.
That's exactly
any cover right. All of them are better.
Yeah. Now this doesn't look like it has a table of contents. Previously, blah 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 blah. No, it doesn't have table of contents. What's it say back here? Okay, collects Detective Comics 854 to 863, which I think that that might be Elegy right there. The first few issues in that. So yeah, you're all set, Vanessa. If you have this Omni, you're all set. Do they have a different cover?
No, even that terrible one.
Even the inside one's better.
Yeah, you're right. The first cover's better.
Yes.
The only this just reminds me of Jess when we were on the Evergreen Batman stream and Peter was complaining about the lettering of the omnibus cover, and he was like, "That's why we got to downvote it."
Yeah, what? That was my choice too, right? I was the one that I picked this book. Oh my gosh, Peter, I'm gonna have to get even with him somehow. Good heavens!
Don't get mad. Get even.
I don't. Yeah. Muhammad says Assassin's Apprentice is an adaptation of Robin Hobb's novel fantasy, one of the top 10 to 20 in any list you go to. Okay.
That's interesting. I'd never even heard of that. So,
I won't be streaming for 5 hours today, but tonight at 8, I have a separate show, which is going to be the return of the Minister of Comics, and we're going to be talking about Batman, the animated series. 5 years in the making.
That thing you still haven't finished, or did you?
I did finish. I did finish, and now
I'm
ready to do the show.
Now you got to watch Superman. See,
okay,
waiting for you.
I own it. Yep, I have the discs. Alana's saying, Dom, I would pay for that Greyhound bus ticket for you to go on a date with Kelly. He's in He is in the completely different part of the country.
It's quite a bus ride.
Yeah, that's like a 3,000-mile bus ride. Let's see. Oh, hell yes. Can't wait for Batman Year 1 and Year 2. Super excited for that. From what I've seen, Spidey, Web of Death, Cap Streets of Poison, Batman Year Finest, and Superman DC Finest. Okay. Oh, I love your pick there of Scarlet Witch. That's awesome.
Yeah. From WandaVision.
It was Agatha all along.
I know. I need to start watching that.
Oh, dude, it was so good.
Oh, really? Good.
Yeah.
Dom, I just read this. Okay, wait. What? No, go ahead on Agatha. What? It was great.
Oh, I was going to say, I remember when it first started coming out and people were dogging on it a lot, but it really builds up and just, it's awesome.
This is Agatha really we're talking about. Yeah. Okay, good. Dom, I just read those Starlin issues of Batman too. Incredible stuff. Lots of strong visuals.
Completely agreed. There is a lot of stuff before, after Frank Miller for Batman, and also with Mike W. Barr on Detective that I think gets tended to get overlooked a lot because of Year One and DKR, which is, again, the world we live in. You want to give people recommendations and all that stuff. I mean, yeah, you're not saying no to any recommendations of TDKR and Year One, but there's a lot of amazing stuff in the for Batman mid-late 80s that I think tends to get overlooked.
I need those Bronze Age Omnis, man.
Oh, don't keep saying that.
I want them, Jess. I want them.
So do I.
I want to read a lot of that era, and it's so frustrating that they haven't started putting those out. It seems like everybody wants them.
Everyone wants Alan Grant, Doug Mensch, Denny O'Neil. Keep going.
Got like 900 of those standard hardcovers they put out for a bunch of random, runs all over the place. I'm like, make Omnis.
Here's Justin, just in time. Just in time.
We were just
the 3 most
about
handsome men on YouTube. Yeah, we wondered where you were. We must have summoned you. Glad to have you here. Mr. Wolters here. Welcome, welcome. Elon and Super Laugh Hard must love that pick since they well, I know Super Laugh Hard loves Judge Dredd. I assume Elon does too. Okay, so we move into the second week of November 12th, with another epic collection, Avengers Seasons of the Witch. Let me see. Oh, this is it. My follow-up was, and this, of course, also comes at the height of hypocrisy from the man who once confessed, while a drunken, blubbering mess, Omnidog's Vault channel didn't just increase my love, but my capacity to love as a man. Wait, what? Omar did that? Okay, what? Okay, we're time out.
Is this one of the those special streams?
Yeah. My follow-up was, and this, of course, comes, the hypocrisy thing for the man who once confessed while a drunken, blubbering mess, Omnidog's Vault didn't just increase my love, but my capacity to love as a man. What?
That's a cavalcade of words. I don't know if I'll ever be replicated in any stream.
What?
You
was
are
that
an inspiration, Jess.
Was that in the After Dark one from Omni Bros? That because that was the one where he called me up at like 1:45, and I was already in bed, and he got me to do an After Dark Omni Bros where I said this is not sponsored at all by anyone. And Tyler Blunt and I and Omar. Maybe that's where Next Imagine I's talking about. That's hilarious. I mean, Well didn't just increase my love, but my capacity to love as a man. Wow. Justin says Ann Perkins over Mike Perkins.
Ann Perkins.
Who doesn't like Aubrey Plaza?
No, Ann Perkins is the nurse.
Oh, for what?
Parks and Rec.
Oh. It's Aubrey Plaza's part?
Yeah.
No, that's someone else.
Oh, Okay.
I know this. Rashida Jones is
Oh,
Animaniacs.
okay. Then I agree with this.
He's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, Rashida Jones. She shreds. She's really great. Good for you, Justin. Good choice. Okay, here's the pitch. 2 disabled prodigy brothers join the military to look for the I thought this was a show idea for me. This is your show idea that you're pitching to some Hollywood exec that just happens to be watching the show. Okay, 2 disabled prodigy brothers join the military to look for the Philosopher's Stone to repair themselves. That sounds interesting. They get involved on a 1,000-year-old conspiracy spanning countries based on the Middle East and China and Germany, and the 7 deadly sins are coming for everyone. If I had the power, I would instantly give you money to make that a show because it sounds interesting.
You know, that's good because they already did that show. It's called Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh, it is? I thank you for
He's
that.
trolling you because he knows that you don't know anything about anime.
Oh, so is he he's being a troll here? MD, what's going on with you? Would you say that? What are you jamming me up for?
Got set up.
You know what, though? Now that you've said that, you know what you have to do.
Oh, now I want to watch it.
There you go.
Now, wait a sec. Is that like 1,000 episodes and I'm going to hate myself?
No. It's not like One Piece. You're not in like a 10-year commitment.
Is it Full Metal? I thought Full Metal Alchemist Brother. Is that
Brotherhood
different?
Yes.
Brotherhood?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's different.
It's only 68 episodes.
68 episodes. It took me 5 years to watch Batman the Animated Series, and I was interested in that.
Here's your next 5 years.
Here's the next commitment.
Holy guacamole!
If it's any, I think they're only half-hour ones. If that helps at all. It probably doesn't because it took you 5 years to watch Batman. I got nothing for you.
Wow.
Yes, 24-minute runtime. See, that's just whatever the math is on that.
Doc, I thought I got
192 minutes,
and I enjoyed it, but wasn't eager to watch it every week. But half through, it gets great. Okay, good. Rafa says Wildcat's graphic novel is a classic DC work. Okay, welcome, Rafa.
Right, Jess. It's only 27 hours.
Black Sad, book 2 of They All Fall Down. I'm definitely getting this. And as I said on the recorded video, you're welcome for the deluxe that's going to put these 2 together because I already bought book 1 because I can't wait till next year to read this. Black Sad's so good. I think Bunk would agree with me. I know Bunk would agree with me. Hey, Earth's Geomancer, will the DC Finest be available digitally on Amazon Comixology? Anyone know?
I just looked it up on Comixology, and it doesn't appear that they have it. The only search results you get are the Mark Waid Batman Superman World's Finest. Who knows? In 2 days, we might be able to see. I don't know if it will be though right off the bat, which is kind of unfortunate.
Will it? Do we think it'll be available on the DC app?
For Ultra members, I think you probably will be able to because they do allow or they do have trade paperbacks.
Okay.
And omnibuses on the DC Universe Infinite streaming.
Yeah.
Or,
okay.
Like whatever service.
The Ultra. Yeah. Okay. So Earth's Geomancer, you can be like me and spend the money and read DC Finest on the app. That's how I want to read that Batman one. The stories before and after year 1. That sounds cool. I don't think I've read those. Arya, welcome. Wait, someone said the W word. What was that word? What was the W word? Oh, witch. I'm right here. Yes, I love witches. Scarlet Witch. Any witch. I do. I have a video series coming out all about witches and the occult. I just need to get recording again. Anyway, Black Sad. Yes, this is November 12th, the week of.
That transition.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
you know what? I forgot to do transitions. Okay.
Oh, that's right.
That was your idea from yesterday. Okay, so we go from week 1. Sorry, yeah, week 1 to week 2. There it is. Kane, I know you're out there. I know you're enjoying that. So I'll try to remember to do those.
I'm gonna help Jess set up his Stream Deck thing so he has a button to hit for the Omar transition.
That's right. Yeah. I definitely do. Okay, more Black Sad. Heck yeah. Omni Bros live chat special late night edition unsponsored. Yeah. It was April of 2021. Oh, I know. James is incredible. This was actually some of the most fun I've ever had online. With Omar was pretty ripped, but still, I mean, of course, he's hilarious. Anyway, he was, and Tyler was up for it, and we just had a lot of fun on that stream. If you want to go to this, we just had a really funny time. Thank you, James. So Black Sad and Creep Show. This is an anthology. I think I'm totally getting this. This has some pretty good writers, right?
Yeah. Let's see. Let me pull up the.
I'll be right back.
List them all.
Okay.
Creep Show. Paul Dini, Garth Ennis, Kyle Starks, Zoe Thorogood, Chris Burnham, Michael Walsh, Dan Waters, Nick Tragoda, Saladin Ahmed. Those are all writers too. I didn't know that Nick Tragoda did writing. That's interesting. And then art, Chris Burnham, Becky Clunan, Francisco Francavilla.
Yeah.
Hopefully I got that right.
Right.
Phil Hester. Art. Now I'm doing art.
Okay.
Erica Henderson, Zoe Thorogood, Abigail Larson, Nick Tragoda again, Matthew Roberts. And just says Danny.
Hey, Danny Strip. I love her art. Yeah.
Right, Danny.
Okay. And then cover art, Chris Burnham.
Well,
that's a lot of people.
Yeah, that is. While you're there, do you know how many pages?
This website doesn't list it, but otherwise will. 256 pages.
I'm sorry, I stepped on you. What was it?
256 pages.
Thank you. And this is an oversized hardcover. So those of you that like to be scared, that's me. With oversized hardcovers, that's me. What other boxes could you tick? With great writers and great artists, that's me. That's me. So I don't know why
every time we do these streams, you make me want to buy extra books. And then I think I make you want to buy extra books. And it's just a feedback loop.
I think you know when I'm saying I shouldn't get this, and you're like, oh, you're getting it. That's usually what it is. You're like, you're getting it.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah, right. This book looks great. I'm very excited for this book.
Oh, it has a DM variant too.
Ooh.
I'll link you to it.
Oh, James could have hipped me to that. Damn it. Okay.
Yeah. He put that in the chat at the same time I was saying it too. I was letting you finish before I
letting me make a fool of myself.
I read the first sentence and I was like, okay, he'll never know.
Exclusive DM March cover. Okay, this is worth showing. Just a sec. I will show you.
I kind of like this cover better, actually.
Yeah, this is extremely creepy. Just a sec. Screen. Here we go. Let's see if I can. It's kind of hard to make that out. Let me see if I can make that a little bigger.
Oh, I think we can see it okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, mouth's real big.
Yeah. Look at that. Oh, sitting with a bunch of comics around him, just this completely creepy ghoul reading. Oh yeah, this is how I see me in 30 years. That's what I'll look like. Yeah, I'll be 95, sitting there with my
he's
book.
still sitting up at least.
Yeah, I'll still be upright, reading on my own. Just bleh. Okay, this is awesome. Collects Creepshow 1 through 5 and Creepshow. Wow, this collects a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, stop sharing. Doink. And go back to the Warren disapproves. Now you know you will love it, Jeff.
There it is.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is worth it, Jess. That's different than what the first one you talked about. Is that right? The one that Muhammad pitched me, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that sounds good."
FMA
Brotherhood.
That's it. That's FMA. But that's what it is. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. FMA.
That's the full name of it. Oh. Okay.
There is
I have
people
heard.
mention the name of it because there was one that came out in the 90s, early 2000s. It was just Full Metal Alchemist. It was put out before the manga was done, and they took a lot of liberties. I still liked it, but it went off on its own direction. And then they came back later, years later, and did Brotherhood after the manga was done. And there's a lot more stuff going on.
No, just watch the newer series, not the one from 2003. That sounds like what Webby was just talking about. I have been trying to get you to watch it. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I think you and Gio have both trying to get me to watch it.
And you know what? I actually like the English dub on this one, but that might be because I started out watching it on like Cartoon Network or something back in the day. When the original series that came out in 2003, they brought back all the same voice actors for when they did the new one. So I was already like, oh, I'm used to it. I got to watch it in English.
I will say, Muhammad, peace and love. I have to catch up on Spy X Family first. I love that show. And I did also watch Suicide Squad Isekai, which I enjoyed a lot. That was my only experience with an Isekai anime, so it may be too simple. Although I found it very funny and I thought it was really good. I enjoyed the whole thing, Suicide Squad Isekai. Because Clayface in it knows that it's an isekai and is like saying what all the classic tropes are and kind of walking you through it. It's actually perfect for me. Said to absolutely no one who cares, probably. But anyway, here's DC Finest. Dom, what up with this one?
So yeah, this is the Gail Simone run, or at least like 4/5 of it. The last couple of issues, right up into the lead of J. Michael Straczynski's Wonder Woman run, which I guarantee you will probably be the volume after this. So if they so decide to make it, that's not collected in here, but most of our run is collected in here. I will say that another thing that I like about this is that they're including issues that aren't just, oh, it's Wonder Woman issues, whatever to whatever, but they're also including stuff that like has guest appearances of her, or that has stuff that is correlated with that character. They're also including that those issues in here. So there's a Brave and the Bold issue by Mark Waid and Jerry Ordway that stars Wonder Woman that's in here. I believe it was Jerry Ordway who drew it anyways. And there's also an Outsiders issue here. During this time, the Outsiders were sort of reforming the members of their team. So they had like a bunch of one-shots of characters recruiting other characters to join the Outsiders. So that's also thrown in here as well. So you do get the full package from 2008 to like 2009-ish, all cooped up in this volume.
And this has Terry Dodson art. Wow. So good. So good. Green Lantern, Rage of the Red Lanterns, book 4. This is a trade paperback. What? Okay, hang on. It's going to be like a 4-parter that I'm doing. But I'm going to try and release it. I meant to release it in October, but I had a bad month in my brain. So hopefully I can get at least episode 1 of it done this month. Hopefully 2 episodes. But yeah, it's going to be occult / witch / supernatural stuff. Right. For you and Mallory. Mallory, if we're out there, yep, I'm doing it right for you and Vanessa. I haven't, but I definitely, it's right up there on top that I want to see the witch. Okay. Nobody has explained to me what this book is. Maybe the chat can tell me.
Yes, I've never heard of it.
What okay, Dom will be right back. Oh, good. Well, thank you for tuning in, Kane. I'm sorry you couldn't have been. I'm sorry that your chats weren't recognized.
Oh, Chris Brogan says it's a webcomic.
Hello, Chris. Chris knows a lot about a lot. Gunnar Craig Court is a webcomic, okay? Oh, you're amazing, Vanessa. Thank you for that nice comment. Remsco, good to have you here, Remsco. Just watched The Witch and absolutely loved it. It's genuinely creepy. Ooh, that's what I like. You know, I don't see in here Harvey Picar's, what does he call himself? Harvey Picar's spirit or something. I don't see Psycho Cleveland. It's like Psycho Cleveland doesn't even know me. He's recommending The Substance to me, and I read all about it. That is not a movie for me. I want stuff like, I think The Witch sounds that like what I want. I like spooky, scary stuff. Maybe stuff happens off screen that you can't see, or stuff happens on screen that you can't tell who's doing it. I like spooky stuff. I don't like body horror necessarily, which The Substance sounds like it's body horror. So Chris is thinking about picking this up. Okay, good. Gunner Creek Court. Okay, the archives. Thank you, James. Oh, something's going on the chat panels, huh? Did not even want to open for the longest time. It's weird. Oh, okay. Let me go back. Oh, I think that was way back. The W word.
Not that far back.
Wait, what time did you say that was?
21.
Oh. Yeah, I went too far.
Yep. I was like, it was just, you just barely skipped over.
Just waiting for Full Metal Alchemist Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
There you go, Justin.
Okay, so I don't know what this book is. Chris Brogan might be getting it. So that's good. Oh, Spy X Family is amazing. I love it. It's a light series that absolutely delivers on the comedy. Yes, it does. What? Warren Weaver and I agree on something? This is crazy, man. We've entered the loop-de-loop zone.
Yeah, you somehow.
Wow.
He looped, like he went so far in the opposite direction, he came back around to the other side.
Wait, you know what? People keep saying hi to Bobby Keating, but I don't see Bobby here. Oh, here he is.
Said a couple things.
Sorry, yeah, Bobby. Okay, I missed you. I just wanted to make sure I got you. Okay. Okay, Hulk. This is the Hulk Omnibus by Cates and Otley. Cates left the book and Otley took over the writing, I believe. So this is $75, you said, Webby?
Yes, sir. It is not a large book.
Bombastic and ambitious, says AIPT.
Oh.
I don't...
424 pages.
I should just keep this up for the rest of the chat, for the rest of the show. You're amazing on me.
just stick it up top somewhere.
I need to screenshot that. Has anybody... excuse me. Has anybody read this? Hulk Run? This came... Is this what came right after Ewing? Or...
I think so.
Okay.
I think that's right.
And Cates also... Okay, it's Cates' Thor run that just came out last month. And so this is... And then he jumped to Hulk. Or maybe he was doing them both. Okay, I was just trying to make sure... I have that Thor run on my wish list because I heard it was really good. I don't know... I don't know... Sorry, Bobby. Next Imaginaut. In other words, you're more a fan of atmospheric ambient rather than bold-faced horror. I think that's right. I like... I don't mind being scared. I mean, Barbarian scared the heck out of me. Like, disturbed me. And I've been going over in my head since I saw it. Even though I can't come up with the long legs. I couldn't fall asleep. I woke up at 5 a.m. and I couldn't fall asleep. And I kept replaying long legs, replacing myself as the main character and rewriting the script in my head. That didn't actually help me fall asleep. So I had to stop doing that because that movie freaked me out too. But yeah, I don't like slasher films. Next Imaginaut. I'm not Jessica does like slasher films. She likes Friday the 13th and Halloween and that stuff. Those don't do it for me. I like spooky horror where you can't see the stuff happening. Like Paranormal Activity freaked me out. I like The Others by Nicole with Nicole Kidman. That was good, spooky, atmospheric. Don't Breathe. I don't know if that's really considered horror as much as thriller, but it had horror elements in it. That freaked me out. Blackcoat's Daughter. That was kind of stabby, but it was demonic possession, so it freaked me out. So yeah, that's my that's what I like for horror. Oh, Jake's back. Just got my first package from DC Comics. What? That's a name drop and a flex. So there we go.
Do you just have that always on your desk ready to go?
Yeah, it's always here. I have no other reason to say it. Flexing with DC Comics.
He actually got one from DC? He managed to talk to someone there?
I know what's up with the thing. So they're
with my mouth.
It's not DC.
Oh, no, the DC stuff.
Oh, it's not DC Comics. He just got a What did he get then, Dom?
He got the DC Finest TPBs, but I don't know if I'm not allowed to say the machinations behind. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I will say. But he did indeed get a package from DC, helpful. But not DC, but DC.
Oh, it's very mysterious.
The dummiest dumb answer.
Wow,
dumb.
It's very mysterious.
I know. I can't tell you though.
Yeah, it's like you're in the army and you can't tell us when we're invading Nicaragua or something.
Dumbs in the comic book CIA.
Yeah. Okay. Well, congratulations, Jake. I hope you have fun with it.
Yeah.
It was an interesting Hulk run.
Oh, it definitely was an interesting Hulk run.
I read it. It was not good.
Shreds,
it was after.
but
Sorry?
Okay, so it was the one immediately.
I want to rip this run to shreds, actually.
Oh, go for it. You didn't care for this.
So, as someone who doesn't really care about Hulk that much, but has read a good enough of Hulk stories to where they can say, I think I can say something on the character. This is one of the dumbest pitches I think I've ever seen for a book. You want a complete 180 from the masterwork that was Al Ewing and Joe Bennett's Immortal Hulk run. This is literally the complete opposite. Now,
is this two brothers go into and they fight the 7 deadly sins? Oh no, that's
no, this is Hulk.
Oh, Hulk. Okay, keep going.
Hulk is
a 180 from the brilliance of Ewing.
180 from the brilliance of Ewing. I found that run to be just thought-provoking, well-weaved with continuity. It's as if like Al just knew exactly what strings to pull. This was Cates throwing stuff smack at the wall, hoping that it stuck, with Ryan Otley carrying the load, because that is essentially what he was doing in this book. With, I think Frank Martin was one coloring him too. So cool art, cool splash pages. I just think that Hulk as a spaceship is the dumbest idea ever that anyone could ever say for his character.
Wow.
It's like, I don't know, man. I mean, it's cool that he did all that stuff in Venom, because I think the Null stuff works. I think the reworking with the symbiotes and their origins, like, fine, you can do that. This has to be one of the dumbest books I think I've ever read. And then it crossed over with Thor, which is also in this book. Didn't really care for that much, but it had cool Martin Coccolo art. They just dumbed down Hulk. And I think for the people who were enjoying Hulk before, may have wanted to get more into it, this just felt like a complete ripoff as a fan. So
wow, okay. Dom is selling me on Cates Hulk.
That's good. You're buying more comics. That's what we're here to do.
It's Arya. He's just trolling you.
Absolutely, I agree with Dom here. This feels like it reads like an adventure lineup book meant for 8-year-old kids.
Ouch.
I've heard The Oddity. Yes, I've heard The Oddity is right up. Mallory recommended it to me. My friend Mallory, who appears in my Discord, she's recommended The Oddity to me as well as other people. So thank you, Bobby. Thing with Cates' Hulk run, it was a competing pitch with Ewing's run, and when he and Ewing switched at the end of their respective Hulk and Venom, Cates didn't really update for the post-Ewing.
Yeah, it took a bit for Ewing Venom to get along, but it finally found its footing. Even if I'm still not 100% sold on the premise. I think it's just part of, like, it's really hard to follow up a Cates run because of all the stuff that Cates typically tends to do with his books. Which is why I think, like, I tend to navigate to titles of his, like God Country, more than his Marvel work. But again, that's just me. Great writer. The other problem with this specific omnibus, and honestly, I think you can sort of say the same for Thor, even though I think Torun Grombeck did a really good job after he left that book. This run is technically incomplete. He leaves, like, right in the smack middle of it, because he eventually, like, dipped out of comics due to the what the public knows anyways. And Ryan Otley takes over some of the pitches in the book, but I think Otley is I think he's an artist first, writer second. So
yeah, okay, that's fair. I get it. Okay, wow, this is not going on my wish list, but for those of you out there that want it, it's coming out the second week of November 12th.
The phone but I guess if you want it after we just told you how horrible it is.
Yeah. Good thing I don't work for Marvel. Wow.
Hey, they can't all be winners,
I guess not. Marvel Masterworks, Volume 2, Uncanny X-Men. This looks like it will be a remastered one. If it's
a remaster walk
2, okay. Savage Sword of Conan from Titan, Volume
They're on a
2.
roll of
They
actually
are.
releasing things.
Yeah. From the good people at Titan. Here's my Discord. Thank you, James. I appreciate it. Hobbs, when I read it, I chose to ignore Ewing, and it's kind of just fun, harmless, and PKJ picks up the ball and tries to synthesize Ewing and Kate's work. I don't know that Dom was actually working for Marvel, but yeah.
That's what I'm on this stream for, Justin, so I can get all the anger out without being part of it.
Yeah, that's angry Dom. This is where he comes to do that. It's a safe space for angry Dom.
It can be kind of hard too sometimes, even if it was like well written, to go from one writer's crazy thing and then completely go in a different direction. Sometimes with comics, it's really rough when you just something ends and then the next person just kind of is like, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it does not.
Spiral Storm with a threat, all by Kate's Hope for Dom for Christmas
free stuff. I'm not saying no to that.
Okay. Me? Got little innocent Scarlet Witch there and threatening to send him this book.
No such thing as a threat of free comics.
Okay. Personally,
sure?
I liked Romby and Al Ewing on Venom more than Kate's until the Venom War, which is all what? Why? I haven't read any of that. Well, I read the first oversized hardcover for Venom. Gosh, I feel like that was 3 years ago. I need to. Boy, I really
Kate's
need.
Venom?
I think that is when that book came out. Yeah, I think that is when that deluxe came out.
I feel like so I need to reread the whole thing, of course. The only reason I might not include Black Monday Murders is because it's unfinished. But I'm thinking of another series that I'm including called Exorcisters, and it's unfinished too, but it's still fun. So that's a good suggestion, Chris. I do love Black Monday Murders. So I will consider that strongly. Sorry, I left the stream. I'm currently having an amazing conversation with the Unstoppable Bar. Oh, that's where you both went. Okay, good. Sunstone Mercy, Book 3. Oversized hardcover from Stepan Krajek. I think I did it right. I have no idea. Okay, Star Wars High Republic, Phase 2 Omnibus. Has anybody been reading this that they can tell me it's good or not good or interesting?
I know that the first omnibus was like 300 or 400 pages worth of content for $100 or something. I think this is like sort of in the same.
Really that short?
Yeah, they're thin omnis.
Wow, they're really charging a tax on these guys. Was this an X-Men?
I really enjoyed
this one's only 75.
It's like some of the only Star Wars comics I've read. I only read like the events and the side stuff.
Yeah, it's 75,
okay, so you haven't read
360 pages.
Yeah, it's a thinny.
Huh.
I'm
What's
sorry,
the other one? How many pages? The other one, you're right, is 100, and it is. Come on, load faster. 544 pages. Yeah, that is a bit light for $100.
That is a bit. The High Republic is really good. If you like Jedi Order stuff, I do. This will be your cup of tea. Okay. I do like finding out more about Jedis. The more Jedis, the better. I'm not a huge fan of the Sith. I'm more of a Law and Order Jedi mind reading.
I don't know. I love learning more about Sith stuff. Like one of the KOTOR games, you go to like the Sith planet or something. That was really neat.
I think I only played the first KOTOR game. And that I feel like was 15 years ago.
That probably was literally 15 years ago.
Probably was 15 years ago.
Yeah, it probably was. Star Wars Droids and Ewoks epic. Okay. Epic collection. Tiny Onions, The Woods. Oh, oversized hardcover. Okay, so this can be a chunky thing. This will be a chunky. This book is good, by the way. I really enjoyed this book. Like a whole classroom is taken somewhere. Moved. Whoop. Sorry, dude.
You're too excited.
Yeah, a whole classroom is taken someplace completely different, and it's not, doesn't get super Lord of the Flies like, but it's very interesting. The whole concept that the whole classroom gets transported. Turtles 40th Anniversary Deluxe Edition, standard hardcover. Comics Celebration. Wait, what is all this? The Deluxe Edition. Okay.
Yeah, what even is this actually?
I don't know.
I feel like it's probably a bunch of covers or something. I don't know.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 40th Anniversary Comics Celebration, the Deluxe Edition.
Kevin Eastman leads a host of incredible talent who are contributing to new stories and pinups from a gaggle of legendary blah blah blah. We're all harking. Yeah, I don't know. It's stuff out. They've been putting out. They got the turtles, so they're just trying to put out as much as they can. That's kind of what it feels like.
Oh, it's not just a class; it's a whole school. Thank you, Labruski, that gets transported to an alien planet.
Okay, that does sound pretty neat.
Yeah, it is.
Had this on my list.
Yeah. I was reading that when I was collecting floppies. So this thing's at least 10 years old. I read this in floppy form, and I haven't collected floppies since 2014. That's when I started collecting hardcovers and collected editions. So, but this book is a really good read.
Nice.
Trigun Maximum 2 Deluxe Edition is there.
Yep.
There it is. And the end of week 2, definitely getting this book. Zatanna and the Ripper. It's original DC stories for the webtoon. And this is supposed to be really good. And once I get this 4th one, then I'm going to start reading them all. And
although,
what are we?
As we discussed, this is not the last one. There's still going to be a few more.
Right. How many did you think there were going to be? 2 more, you think?
2 or 3, I would guess.
I think that's how long the webtoon series lasted for. So we're getting at least 2 more.
Up to 58, I think, is what it was.
I know that the Wayne Family Adventures one is probably going to go on forever because people, Tumblr people eat that schlock.
Tell us how you really feel, Dom.
Tumblr. That's been a long time.
For Tumblr rights, I will die on that. It's. I know a lot of people love I like all of the DC webtoons that aren't Wayne Family Adventures. This is actually fun.
Okay, good. What else is there besides this?
There's a Vixen one that I've actually really, really enjoyed. She's a model in New York. Super fun stuff. There's a Red Hood and the Outlaws one that sort of like mimics a lot of the Rebirth Red Hood and the Outlaws. And I'm not a big Jason Todd fan, but it's pretty fun.
Rebirth Red Hood and the Outlaws was great.
Yeah, it has a lot of the same vibes to it.
Okay.
And I know that's what a lot of people have wanted from Jason. So.
Okay. So
but it's also like you're paying for webtoons that are free. These are like $15. So it's like I'd rather just read it for free. But the people should do what they want.
Yeah, you literally can just go to webtoons.com in there.
I am so much more likely, but this is just me, to read it in book form than I am on my computer or tablet. Now I'm starting to no, bad things happen when I think too much. I'm going to stay with the book.
Okay.
No, don't use my brain. No, it's a bad place.
All right, so it goes to 51, so there'll probably be 2 more.
2 more. Okay, I think I want to start reading this again anyway. And so we've got a budding love affair between Vanessa and R. Nice.
Oh, new friendship.
This is what Omnidog's Vault is all about. The people we've met along the way. Remember when Webtoons tried to make a live-action Wayne Family Adventures web show and it immediately got shut down by DC?
See, that I think would be rolling along more of my stride, because that's the type of Wayne Family Adventure stuff like that I would personally enjoy, even though I'm not a big fan of the Webtoons. Like, I do think like that series would lend more towards like fluffy, nice, cute cartoons. Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate though. It actually is unfortunate they shut that down.
Okay. So that was the last one of the week of November 12th.
There you go. You did it.
How about that? Yeah, I remembered. And so this is by, I think, Philip Kennedy Johnson.
This is our friend Booster Green's most anticipated James Bond book.
Oh, good. That looks like a really cool cover. I love these James Bond books. This will be the 4th one that's come out since I read them all, so I really need to read all 4. I haven't read a bad one yet. So I read a huge the minister and I did read all of them at one time when they came out, and then we reviewed them. But this will be the 4th one that I have not read yet. So I need to get on that. That is a really, really cool cover. Rahul is requesting that transition for every book. Okay.
That might be a bit much.
Yeah. What's happening? Oh, those are cards that are falling with bullet holes through them. Is that? Yeah, her dress isn't that dress cloth physics isn't physicking. Yeah, this is where comics go into overdrive. Yeah, it's pretty painted on.
Yeah.
Which is not a complaint, but from me.
Like, I think I can literally see her rib cage through the dress.
You're right. You're right. Wow, you are right. That is
pretty thin dress.
Yes, it is. But she's got a gun, so I'm not telling her that's wrong.
Yeah.
She's all weaponed up. Hey, Max, how you doing back again, huh? Good to see you, buddy. Okay. Everybody needs to own this. If you haven't, this is the week of November 19th. One of my all-time favorite stories. It originally started out in my top 5, which is now expanded to my top 17 or something. Still in my top 5. Great art by Alex. What's his name? Alex
Ross.
That guy. Yeah.
Alex Ross. No biggie.
That guy that I love so much. Yeah. And then
whatever his name is.
And then whoever wrote the
Jim Kruger.
There you go. Thank you. Now you know why it's my favorite.
You know all about it.
Twist. I forget that this is me. I forget the twist every time. So I read it like every 3 years. The art is crazy good. The story's crazy good. And I forget what the twist is because that's just how I am. And that's why I love keeping this book around. Deserves absolute format for the art. It's just great. I'm glad they're re-releasing this.
This is how having a terrible memory is sometimes great.
I wish, you know what I wish I had? I wish I had a terrible memory for all my F-ups when I was a teenager and in college.
Yeah,
because those are still rattling around in my brain.
Every obnoxious or dumb thing you've ever said. Like, oh, God.
Yep. I have every dumb thing I've ever said still rattling around in my brain. Every stupid thing I've ever done. And then a comic book that I've just read and I put away. I'm like, what was that about? What did I just read? What?
And it's gone.
Yeah, just but all the dumb things I've ever done. Yeah, thank you for sticking around in my brain. I really appreciate it.
It also is a rarity to see Alex Ross like do interiors. So anything of that sort, especially from this stuff, like you have to appreciate. I get that from people like, oh, like, you know, his art tends to be like it's something that you would see in the Sistine Chapel instead of regular comics, I guess. But because we get so rare, like a rare amount of Ross stuff, it's like anything of that is like I appreciate anyways.
I've always liked his style. He has his style's his style, and it's all painted, and you can tell he, like, you know, he uses models and stuff, and it's like he'll use, like, it's interesting because you'll see he'll model with like sort of normal materials sometimes, where it just looks like Superman is just wearing some normal cloth, you know. But yeah, I've always loved his art.
Yeah,
and I remember when this was coming out, and it was just like, oh, so good. I'm getting this Absolute. I think I had like the OHC. No, I didn't, because when I went to start getting Absolutes more, and this one was already gone, long gone. Of course, because
right, it's Alex Ross. Like, you don't say no to oversized Alex Ross art.
That's right.
I might have to next week too. Now that or the 19th. There's a lot of big books coming out that freaking 19th. Stupid.
How dare they?
I wonder what extra. Because my people I know at my comic shop, like, they apparently got this Absolute for like $20. Because like no one bought it on the shelf, and then my comic book store owner, he asked them, just want this Absolute for 20, like no one's buying it. They're like, yeah, sure, Absolute for 20, sure. And then it goes out of print. No one bought it. Yeah, this one.
That's nuts.
For the original printing or whatever edition, first edition, whatever.
Wow,
that's insane.
I have. That's what I have. I have the first one. I think it was like $75 or $50 or something.
Yeah.
Where is that?
Sure ain't anymore.
No. What is it now?
$125.
Let's see. Did I get the first?
Let's see. 2009, $100. So it only went up 25.
Okay, I got it for $100.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Gosh, I love this. I'm shocked that it is a mixed bag for people. I love Alex Ross, but I'm probably in the minority where I don't love him on interiors. Almost so good, so real, it pulls me out of the story. It's not stupid. It's the way you feel. It's fine. I guess I understand it.
Not for everybody.
I went to an exhibit of his. Oh, this must have been pre-COVID, with a friend of mine, my movie buddy, and she and I. It was a big exhibit of his. I feel like maybe it was near Charlottesville, Virginia, and it showed his art from like age 7 all the way up to like this. And you weren't supposed to take pictures, but I took pictures of everything, and I really should show people what that exhibit was, because it was really boss. It was so cool.
They had a little booth at NYCC that we stopped off at a few times. I kept coming back to it.
Oh, was he there? Or was just okay?
But his stuff was there, and
that's cool.
I was like,
his Fantastic Four Full Circle is beautiful. It is, and I wish that I hadn't bought what I bought, because now they're reissuing it with, I think, issue 51, which is the lead in you need to know from the story, and I think you also need to know. There's another issue that should be in there that's not, that talks about the negative zone or something. Am I remembering that right? The negative zone.
Yeah.
And there's an issue that would help if it was in there too. So I mean, I read Full Circle, but not having known the history that leads into that story, I was lost. So I need to really read those particular issues.
Yeah, this just came out.
Oh, the new reissue with the 50
Yeah, it's called
issue?
the Expanded Edition.
Mm.
Has 288 additional pages.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is it just 51 that's the new edition from the Silver Age?
Let me see. Man, this costs a lot more. Why does this cost $40 more? Oh, because it's quite a few more pages, that's why.
Yeah.
Apparently the original one is 64 pages, and this one is 352 pages. Right. There's some stuff, concept art and behind the scenes stuff. Book also includes commentary from Ross as well as reprints of classic Marvel comics from Stan Lee and Jack Kirby that inspired Fantastic Four, Full Circle, Fantastic Four number 51, and the subsequent run of covers from 2023. I don't know. It sounds like there is a bunch of stuff in here extra.
Okay.
I'm not going to do it though because I already bought the original one and I have the Omnis. So if I want to read number 51,
Oh yeah.
take those
Okay.
out.
Actually, I just found this. Let's put this up. This is your Patreon for comic releases. For $2 a month, you get a watch list where you can track all of your desired collected editions. So
It's not
join their
expanding
Patreon.
too.
Every time I do this stream with Jess, I end up adding a book to my watch list.
Yeah, so let's get people to go to your Patreon. Absolute Justice. Okay, yep, there it is right there. Thank you, James. That story is regarded as Stan Lee's best story by some. Oh, This Man, This Monster. Yeah. All the additional pages are apparently process pages. He posted it on his Twitter months ago. Okay, that's cool. Don't ban me for saying this, Omnidog, but Justice fell way short of Kingdom Come. Oh, I agree. One of those stories that I wish I could like more. Maybe I'll try it one more time. You said it nicely, Paul. It's your opinion, so I would never ban you for saying your opinion. I get it. I wish it wouldn't. It's a completely different story than Kingdom Come, but because of Alex Ross, it gets compared to Kingdom Come. But all opinions are welcome here, as long as they're respectful and not hateful. That's completely fine with me. I'm gonna have a tough time resisting this one. Best of DC War Artist Edition: Russ Heath, Jack Kirby, Joe Kubert, Marie Severin, and Alex Toth. Look at that cover! Wow, I don't even collect artist editions, and this looks amazing.
Might have to.
Yeah, that is just a grizzled war veteran right there on the cover. Whew. This is the week of November 19th. Okay, here you go, Dom. DC Finest, Justice League of America, one of my all-time favorite covers. I have this cover, and then the next cover is a continuation of it with Robin, Earth 2 Robin in a really boss costume. Or maybe, wait, what one is this? I have them both. This is Infantino and Anderson, I believe.
Yep.
Doing their coolest art ever. So, The Bridge Between Earths, this goes on for a while, right?
No, this is, JLA at this time was like every single issue or one or two issues, it only get like the one encompassing story. It was
Right.
Gardner Fox like moving around from, hey, this is what the Justice League are facing in this issue. This is what they're doing in this issue. Like they were really more like standalone novels, and they marketed them as that. And so,
yeah, okay.
Instead of having it be like, the Bendis sort of Justice League or New Avengers or team type books that we sort of expect today, right? We have this like long overarching plot. Like they weren't structured like that during the Silver Age. This is a 2-issue story, but they market it as this because Bridge Between Two Earths is really like the it's the pillar on which every single event in comics has sprung out from. We wouldn't have a Crisis on Infinite Earths if it weren't for this story, which is something that I can respect from not only Gardner Fox, but man, Mike Sekowsky, he might be the most underrated Silver Age artist I think ever. You want to talk about like the spread panels that he introduced, a lot of the action sequences that he brought in, the design work that he did with a lot of the characters. There's a lot of underappreciated stuff from his pencils that we don't get because we have the Kurt Swans, right? We have the Carmine Infantinos, you have the Neil Adamses, you have all these like other spectacular art. I think he just gets like overlooked because JLA wasn't as big. Sekowsky also just wasn't as big of a name as some of the other guys that I mentioned. But this really is the template and the foundation on every single comic event that we do have today, which is I think why everyone should read it at some point.
Nice. Let's see. I think I have this in the. Is this the third one? What? Okay.
45 to 72, I think, are in the DC 5.
Okay, yeah. So I have that in this one.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is volume 3.
I have that box set here somewhere, I think, that has all the Crisis on Multiple Earths stuff.
Oh, yeah. That's a fun one, too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because yeah. So this is the stuff I grew up on, so I love it personally.
Yeah.
I also think it's one of the more readable Silver Age runs, JLA, as opposed to maybe Legion of Superheroes, which I know it's hard to get into Legion of Superheroes for some people. Supergirl is rough, but I love it. Superman and Batman Silver Age, that's rough. Doom Patrol's awesome. Flash is awesome, Silver Age. And so is this. I could recommend this to somebody and say, this is readable and interesting and fun.
Yeah, you want to talk about books that are like make it worth your while. Gardner Fox's Justice League of America. You're getting your money's worth for this. You're going to be spending a good couple days maybe on these issues just because they do take a long time to they classify these as novels. They market them as novels. But I don't think that's a bad thing. Like I really enjoyed a lot of the storytelling that you get to see from front to end. Like that you're going to be sitting down and enjoying a good story at the end of the day with your favorite capers. It's very, very good team stuff. And again, underappreciated. And we talk about the Marvel Silver Age a lot. I think this book should be up there as far as what we should be talking about.
That's awesome. That's good to hear you say that as a young reader, because that's just really great to hear a young reader say that. I think people would expect me to say it because I grew up with it, but for a young reader to say it, I think that's awesome. This is why I want to adopt you.
I found my I got my box set.
Oh yeah, you have a box set? Yeah, wait, let me highlight
first. Oh, okay. Well, here's the first book.
Oh yeah.
Well, here's the whole. This guy.
Oh, whoa.
Okay, flexing out the okay.
Whoa,
this guy.
So this is the first book, and this has that Bridge Between Earths thing.
Oh, there's a flex. He flex. Where? What? When? How did I miss that? That thing looks crazy great.
Yeah, it's a Crisis on Infinite Earths, like big box set thing.
Okay, so this
I got it because of these books being inside of it, and I just
wait a sec. Let me highlight you again. Okay, yeah, the old Crisis ones, yeah.
Crisis on Multiple Earths.
Multiple Earths, yeah.
These.
Right. Okay, that's the cover. Really cool. That's the Robin cover I was talking about.
Yeah.
The one that comes right after this book.
Yep. More of these.
Are those hardcover or soft cover?
Yeah, they're a little I don't buy trades, Jeff.
I was gonna say they must be hardcover.
So yeah, there's a whole bunch of them in here. They're pretty cool. I read some of like the first one, but yeah.
Show the
So it
Robin
goes through
cover
a bunch of time ones.
that I like so
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
It
This
looks
one
like
is
it's a
cool.
recreation. Yeah, that's a recreation, but yeah, that's exactly the cover. Yeah, that's his
The real
costume.
cover's probably inside. Which issue number is that?
The one right after whatever issue this is we were looking at.
Oh, really?
57, 56, 55 in there somewhere.
56.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Here it is.
Yeah. Ooh, I remember getting that on the stands. I was so excited. I was so excited. Excited little Jess before growing up and getting his dreams shattered. I was so hopeful.
So yeah, the box set's actually kind of neat because it's got
the
multiple Earth stuff, and then it's got all the side stuff for Crisis. Because I was like, well, I think there's a really good sale on it because it was. These box sets are hideously expensive usually.
Spiral Storm, I'm really excited for this JLA Finest. Always loved the classic JLA and JSA crossovers. Me too. I bought that big Crisis box set with the Slim HCs that we just got shown by Webhead. Haven't read the other stories in this book. Awesome.
Yeah, now I want to read this even more.
You should. It's good stuff.
Okay, good. That was great, Dom. Thank you. Elseworld Superman Volume 2. I will be getting this. This is still on the week of November 19th. That's a cool cover. I'm excited for that. Fantastic Four Volume 5 Omnibus. This is a big deal because it's breaking away from the original creators, and we start going off into the latter part of the Silver Age. I know all the story. What is this after issue 100? Or where are we starting here on this?
Well, we are starting at. I'm just stalling. 126.
126. Okay.
126 through 163. And some other random stuff.
I think I know the first 100 issues of Fantastic Four pretty well, but this is a period I am not familiar with. But I'm sure there's a ton of people excited about this.
I think Fantastic Four is some of Marvel's best Silver Age stuff.
Consistently?
Personally. Now, I haven't gotten into the later stuff, but I really... It's dense. If you've read Silver Age, it's dense. It takes a while to get through. But I really liked all three of the first Omnis that I read. They were just, I guess because it's kind of foundational. Like a lot of crazy science stuff happens in Fantastic Four. And even though I know it's kind of hokey, that's also why I wanted to read the original Thor stuff, just because that's where a lot of the cosmic stuff starts happening, is in Thor. And that was kind of exciting to me. So one day I'll get to it. But I think that Fantastic Four stuff is good. And this is still, Roy Thomas. His stuff is good, I think. So I'll eventually get to volumes 4 and 5, go back and read those too. But I love that early Fantastic Four stuff. It's just so fun.
JLA is DC's Silver Age pinnacle, while Marvel's was Fantastic Four. Thank you, Spiral Storm.
I obviously agree.
Rare Chris Worthy slight flex. That was for the box set, and the chat has been talking amongst themselves. Oh, yeah, Green Lantern's actually very good too. You're right. I enjoy that Green Lantern. I'm looking forward to Volume 2 when redone Volume 2 when it comes out. I have Volume 1. There you go, nerds. I agree. Green Lantern Corps.
Speaking of
2. Green Lantern Corps by Tomasi and Patrick Gleason. This stuff's awesome. Really, really awesome. Can be read really happily with Jeff Johns' Green Lantern. I did it and I had it both spread out on a table. I did custom binding of Green Lantern Corps way back, like 2016 or 17. And I read through Jeff Johns and the Green Lantern Corps together. You don't have to, but it's fun. It's a fun long read. They enrich each other. They bounce off each other really well, and you get a full scope of what that whole Green Lantern story is. I highly recommend this book, and of course the Jeff Johns books too.
Yeah, this was my childhood growing up. Reading Green Lantern and Green Lantern Corps because my uncle got me a lot of those, like standard hardcovers, trade paperbacks when they're going out. Now I like upgrade them. You know what? My story is like I remember him FaceTiming or calling my mom or whatever, and he wanted to talk to me, see how I was doing with like school or whatever. And I showed him my omnibuses for like Blackest Night, like GLC and Green Lantern, and he got super jealous. He was like, "What? You guys have those? Like, we don't have those over here in the Philippines."
He's back in the Philippines. Okay.
Yeah.
And so you put it together a big box and sent him a bunch of Omnis. Is that where the story ends?
No. He I asked if he wanted any, and he was like, "No, those are yours. Like, you enjoy them." But he was, I don't know. He talked to me like, "Hey, like, super proud of what you're doing in school and, what you're doing with your family and all that stuff." And, no, he's just happy I'm continuing to keep along with the nerd vibe, I guess.
And he introduced you to comics?
Yeah, he was the one who gave me the Green Lantern Sinestro Corps War issues when I was like 6, 7 years old. So,
was it a visit or did he mail them to you?
We were in the Philippines when that happened.
Okay. He bought them for you in the Philippines.
Yeah, it was the first time. Yeah, it was the first time that we had visited since we moved over here to the States when I was a toddler. So.
Okay, cool. Good
job. This is my childhood.
Good job, Dom, Uncle of Dom. Very nice. I like hearing about little Jess getting excited. Yep, and you just heard about little Dom getting excited. That's right.
Yeah, I also did just buy this Omni today, courtesy of Mr. Webhead. So.
Oh yeah, courtesy of OPB.
Yeah, courtesy of.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Thank you for buying stuff from our website.
Let's see. While we're at it, talking about OPB, there's my code, Omnidog's Vault, $2 off your order, and 5% off shipping 4 more books together. Omnidog Sit. Yes, I use my own code for 5% off. You bet I do. And
your transitions really are the best, Jess.
They are. Let me.
Oh, whoops! Transition.
I'll also wait.
Sorry.
For that, I also.
Sorry, I forgot it was a transition.
So I want to say real quick for all the people who might be on the fence of like buying these along with Green Lantern. Like, let's just say you don't want to read Green Lantern by Johns, which the chances of that are very low because you're probably already buying those 3 omnibuses. Maybe along with Brightest Day or Blackest Night, depending on how completionist you want to be. This specific 2 Omni set is mapped so that you don't have to read Green Lantern by Jeff Johns along with this. It has Sinestro Corps War in the first volume. It has all the Blackest Night tie-ins. It even has excerpts from Blackest Night that you'll be able to get in this book, along with the War of the Green Lanterns crossover. So if you just wanted to read the standalone and not have to read anything else, you're completely fine off with doing that.
Nice.
But you should read all that other stuff.
But you should read it anyways. I don't know what you're doing if you're not.
But you don't have to. That's right.
Chris Flex and Dom making me feel old in one stream. I just hit Omnidog bingo. We'll call it that. This is one I'm definitely getting. Can you be more specific, Warren? That could go for every book I've listed. Let's see. What the heck? I didn't like this at all. Okay, that's we know what you're talking about. Here's something interesting. We're so close with John's Green Lantern era. Needs a companion for core and some small series. Oh, and 2 for New Guardians. Just 3 more DC. Come on. I would like to see New Guardians collected properly. Yeah. I think I just have it in trade paperback right now.
I'm very interested to see how they collect some of those, like, not even like the New 52 miniseries. I'm talking about stuff like Ion in the mid 2000s that haven't been properly collected by DC, and how much they're going to tag into that. All the non-Tomasi Gleason stuff that haven't been collected in these core Omnis. I'm wondering where that's going to go. But I will say another nice thing about this Volume 2 Omnibus 4 GLC by Gleason and Tomasi is that it also has the Fernando Pasarin drawn Guy Gardner miniseries right before New 52 hit is also collected in this, which I do find pretty nice.
I believe my custom bound ones have the Ion miniseries. Was that 12 issues?
Yeah, it was 12.
Yeah, I collected that and stuck that in the Guy Gardner one in this. I feel like mine's pretty complete. I should look at the mapping for these. Because I had Red Lanterns custom bound, but I think I'm going to get that Red Lanterns omnibus because I think it includes more than what I collected. I think I collected just the 8 trade paperbacks, and they stick extra stuff in there.
I think they have the Stormwatch issue in there that sort of introduces.
Okay.
I'll say character. I'm not going to spoil. They also have like the Supergirl crossover issue too. So.
Yeah. Okay, good. Green Lantern Corps. Harley Quinn, of course. I don't care if it's bad.
Bread and butter.
Yep. I don't care if it's bad. I don't care if it's good. I'm getting it anyway. I have no idea what's going on this cover. It says Harley Quinn. I don't care. I'm getting it. Oh, what? Okay, now I know you're an imposter. What happened to the real Warren Weaver? I don't believe it. Good for you, though, buddy. Werewolf by Night, Volume 2, Volume 3. Okay, Marvel Masterworks. Are they remastering these sort of side books or just the main books, Dom? Do we know? Would it be like both? Okay, so this might be remastered. If it's $75, then I think it's remastered.
It's new, from my understanding.
I think they've always been 75, whether they're remastered.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think the price jumped up to 75 after 2019, 2020.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought it just went up for the remastered ones.
This one doesn't say remaster, but I don't know. I guess the question is this one that has been released before, or is this new? Because if it's new, I don't know that it's going to say remastered work.
Oh, that's a good point.
It's probably using the new process.
Okay. Okay. So I liked Werewolf by Night as a kid. That's one of the Marvel books I collected, Werewolf by Night.
Doug Mensch. Can't go wrong with him.
Yeah. Boy, he's been at it a long time.
He has.
Moon Knight, baby.
Moon Knight.
Yeah. And the Rom V book that he just did. He did fabulous art in Green Hell.
Oh, no, that's Mankey.
Mankey.
Yeah, I was like, hold on, what?
I just read Green Hell mixed up. I apologize.
Both good creators, though.
Good. But I goofed it up, which is no surprise. I goof up everything. But here's something. I'm just letting you guys know that Unstoppable Bar is my bestie now. She's the bestest. I'm just cool. Like, what can I say? Good for you guys.
And so humble.
So good you made a connection. And this is a book I'm excited for because it's got Doug Mankey and Doug Munch art in it. No, I don't even know who the artists are.
It's Roger.
I heard this is great from our DC connection, Booster Green, who loves this book.
One of those colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a Hive Mind. By Hive Mind, I mean the tag team writing team of Colin Kelly and Jackson Lansing, for those who don't know. Yeah, this is just a planetary redux.
And I'm here for it. Batwoman leading it? Yes. Vanessa, are you paying attention? Batwoman right here. Scalped Omnibus. Long
This is,
time
I think,
coming.
my favorite Jason Aaron book of all time.
Really? I loved it. It was super raw and super great. I loved this book a lot. And the hardcovers have been, volume 2 was hard to find back in 2016. So the other ones have to be way out of print too by now.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We were all hunting for them during the pandemic when we had nothing else to do.
So scalped. Labruski will be getting scalped. Good job. Bar not a fan of the way Kate Kane is written in Outsiders. I'm sure I'll love it. Bar is way more critical than I have ever been. I'm just like, it's Batwoman. Okay, I'm cool with it. Yeah, what? That's right. If anyone is on the fence with Scalp, please reevaluate your book
Say
buying.
it louder for the people in the back, Justin.
Batwoman, she's right here in Outsiders. She's leading this Outsiders team, and it's okay, I'm telling you right now. Don't listen to Bar. Bar, stop talking to her for a second. Outsiders. This is a team led by Batwoman. Since I will not read anything by Ellis, would I get the same feeling as Planetary with the Outsiders? Sounds like
it is literally a planetary redux. So, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so Scalped and Spider Girl, which I'm excited. Marvel did me a big solid and started right after where the 4th complete collection ended. This is amazing. Thank you, Marvel. Peace and love to you. Whoever made that decision, I really appreciate you. Thank you.
I'm actually very surprised that they've decided to go to modern collected edition or modern era epic collected editions this quickly for this specific book, because we had like the couple of complete collections, but since I guess they're sort of rebranding those now for every single comic like post 1998, right? It's been nice to have it, and then like I just want everything in one banner, one cool looking banner. Also makes Curtis happy, and anything that makes Curtis happy makes me happy
too. Horns will try to get the Spider-Girl book. Wait, Omnidog is getting an epic? Yup.
Yes.
But just now your spines won't match. That is correct. They will not match. But there's going to be like at least 2 more of these, so I'm okay with it. I don't have non-matching spine disorder. I know it's a real thing, but I generally don't have it.
It's the material inside, I think, that matters. I think at the end of the day.
I want a continuation of the material inside, but I get non-matching.
Yeah. Like, I know a lot of people are going to be complaining about Scalped Omnibus Volume 1 having the black label logo, and then Volume 2 will have the Vertigo logo because we literally just got Vertigo back.
I know it's coming.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
But hey, you know what? It's out in Omnibus. That's all I care about.
Yeah, just be happy it exists.
Right.
It'll be fine.
It's better to have it there than not have it at all. Is usually my take on it.
One of the comics of my childhood, loved Mayday Parker. Bought the first Spider-Girl epic.
Go
ahead.
At some point, you're just going to have to give up on the matching spine things. The more stuff you buy, the worse it's going to get. You just got to let go.
Companies change. Yep. Companies change designs all the time. Plans change. Books change. The design teams change. We're getting these books out, though. Again, like, that's better than not having this epic collection up on there, and the same with literally everything else.
If you saw the logos on my Astro City collection, there are like 7 different logos on those books. And I actually like it because of that. I don't know that I'm going to upgrade to that giant omnibuses whenever they come out, because I like having the funky, goofy Wildstorm, Homage, DC, Vertigo, whatever else they can put on it. I like having those like that. It's crazy.
It's also like a nice way to go down memory, or have a history trip down memory lane. It's like, oh, I remember when, that book came out and when they had this thing on it. Or I don't think there's a bad thing with that. I mean, it's the same thing for comic book single issues. Like, I'm not going to complain about like a comic book in 2002 having the DC bullet logo, and then like 10 years later with New 52, you have the toilet paper book DC logo.
Right.
But and I think that's okay. Like we have books as like these are artifacts. These are artifacts too, just as much as I think like they are readable content, and having stuff that's different. I don't know. I think it looks cool.
Do you guys know when the Astro City Omni is coming out?
Definitely delayed. We still do not have any update on it.
I had a feeling of that.
No, I was just looking and I was like, nah.
Indefinitely delayed. Wow.
It looks like there's some sort of reproduction issues.
Supercorp from Superman trade paperback. I've already got the hardcover of this, which I will. Look at Jimmy Olsen there. They are all looking at Superman with such love in their eyes. Except
same artist as Far Sector.
Who's the well, Lois and Jimmy are looking at him with love in their eyes.
Jamal
Harry's
Campbell.
just looking. Nice.
I will say for this book, well, two things. The first is that I don't think they're not gonna continue the hardcovers for Superman. They're just trade paperbacks, unfortunately, for the unfortunate peeps. But I will say it's very much Superman animated series vibes, but I don't think that's a bad thing. The status quo was great, and I think what Joshua Williamson is doing with a lot of the Superman related characters has been lending to a lot of fun adventures. I just got the most recent issue. If I can find it in my pile. Dan Mora is on this book now, taking over, and it is absolutely wonderful. Not gonna. Ooh. So I think people are going to, if you ever check it out, I think you're going to have a fun time with Joshua Williamson Superman.
That's awesome to know. I haven't quite gotten there yet. I did finish the War World saga, so I'm ready to keep going on Superman.
Yeah, I think you only have 3, because you have the Philip Kennedy Johnson Action Comics, like Superman family arcs.
Oh, right.
You can jump right in.
Right. I need to read those. And then I can start on this.
And you can jump right into that.
Okay. Good. What happened here? Yoink. Last Ronin, Lost Years, the covers, oversized hardcover. Archer and Armstrong, and this is the 3rd week in November, the 19th. Archer and Armstrong, Alien Books, Valiant Origins trade paperback. Batman.
Transition.
Oh, is that the first? Oh, didn't have. I had that. Oh, I'll tell you what went wrong. I think that. Where is Tom King's Wonder Woman?
It's probably at the end because it's in alphabetical order.
Yeah. Where's your Santa Claus one?
Santa Claus was just there. Wait a sec. Where's
probably at the end?
Not... Oh, here it is. Yeah. Oh, but wait. And this won't show up. Was Wonder Woman in the 19th? November 19th. Okay, so there's I goofed that one up. But wait, wasn't the Flash the first one in the 25th or whatever? 26th? Okay, now I'm
Flash is 26 release date.
26. Okay, let me go back then. Okay, so this is the first of the 26th?
Mm-hmm.
Well, first of all, my first gripe is how come this isn't an omnibus? What the hell? But okay, trade paperback. Yeah, that's fine. So now we're on the 26th of November, the last week. There's Batman and Santa Claus, the team up you've all been waiting for. Silent Knight. I have lost webhead for a sec.
Did we lose
I
me?
have. Sorry?
Did we lose me? I don't.
No, you're still here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and trade paperback.
Let me also add, Mr. Jess, for this specific book. It is written by Jeff Parker. Anything by Jeff Parker, I will pick up and read. Do not care. Do not care what it is. His stuff always lends to fun or anything of the sort. And this is a little fun story he did with David Baldion on art. So if you want a Christmas book to give to somebody, holiday book to give to somebody, this is a perfect read for him.
I will also read anything Jeff Parker writes. He wrote a really good 007, by the way.
Good.
Bars checking out. Since I've been so active on the stream, like I basically took over the chat. I got to tell you, I have the stream on my TV, but I'm going to go do some comic reading. See y'all. And now we get Vanessa back because they have become instant besties, which is great. I think that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I should get Vanessa on with Bar sometime. Hugs Bar and witch questions. Go ahead and ask him. I don't know that I want to put too much of Vanessa's personal life in the chat, but yes, Bar will be on next Saturday at 1 p.m. our time, my time, Eastern Standard Time. This is actually kind of an interesting question. Let's see. Tom came back. Astro City. Well, we're not sure. Reap, good to have you. I just don't know.
Delayed indefinitely, according to the production people behind the scenes. They want to get everything right, and actually, from that standpoint, I can commend them for that, because it's better, I think, to have no quality control issues than to have like one or two slip ups, and then they have to fix it or figure out a way to reincorporate that. Whatever. Oh, there he is.
My internet just died.
Oh. Welcome back.
Yeah.
Welcome back indeed.
This is by Jeff Parker, by the way, Webhead, so I'm getting it. This is the stream tonight. Thank you for asking, Spiral Storm, with the Minister of Comics returning to the show he helped create, Batter Days in the Batcave, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Minister is coming on to discuss a show 5 years in the making, my watching Batman the Animated Series. The Cult trade paperback. This is the final week in November.
So for all the people who couldn't afford the deluxe, this is the one for you.
FYI, this is the hardcover that just came out.
I read this in floppies so long ago, and I feel like those were prestige format, like Dark Knight Returns. Okay, good.
I can also nearly guarantee you, like, if they're going to continue the 80s run that they've been on with DC Finest Batman, this will probably be in the collection right after Batman, The Killing Joke, and Other Stories.
Okay, good. Cyanide and Happiness. Okay, I have no idea, but I'm sure it's going to make somebody happy.
If you want this, you know what this is. It's a webcomic.
I have watched the entire series. That's why we can actually finally have the show.
They don't even
5 years to finish it. And this is a humongous, gigunda copy of Harrow County Library sized all-in-one. I think it's awesome that it's all complete. Yeah, that is a very creepy cover. But Vanessa, this is something you would like, Vanessa, by the way. This is super creepy with haints and witches and all kinds of spooky stuff. this to me, this looks like it might be uncomfortably big. If it's a library edition that's all 4 volumes.
Here,
Wow.
I'll send you a link that has like the 900 pictures of what it looks like.
Feels a lot like the what's it called? The Hellboy monster size edition or whatever you want to call it.
That's what I was saying. I think that it's going to be like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and it comes in a slipcase.
Yeah, and it looks like a crate.
Oh, this is actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for sending me that. Just a sec. I'll go to that.
Yep.
So this isn't as bad as I thought. This is what it looks like in that crate. Can you guys see it?
Yep.
Yes. It's 1,080 pages according to Idolites.
This isn't as bad as I thought it would be. This is actually really boss.
Kudos to Dark Horse for getting that design, and that actually looks really good.
Yeah, it really is.
This one?
Yeah.
Just the whole package is very cool. I'm kind of jelly. Now, everyone, I had the hardcovers, and I was like, ha ha ha. Now I'm like, dang it.
I need to, really cool. I might, if my bookshelf or whatever new bookshelf comes in soonish, I know what I'm getting.
You know what? I feel like I might want to get this too now. This is really cool. My friend Tony
from in the Batcave on this, Jess. Maybe if I ever get it too.
That'd be fun. Let me get back to my friend Tony from Sweden. I don't know how we would do this because I'm assuming it'd be too much. He missed out on the library editions that I have. I'd be happy to send them to him. I feel like shipping to Sweden for all 4 of those books would be hundreds. I feel like. I mean, I'd just give them to him because if for him to pay shipping, I don't know. It sounds like it'd be too expensive. But Tony, maybe I'll work it out with you because this looks really cool now.
Yeah, this complete collection's like
Waltz has no wrong answer
here. So it's like
this is Harrow County. I think everyone's talking about. Okay. It's saving up for it. We said the page count. Chris Brogan thinking about picking this up. This one is definitely so much to buy too. Harrow County. Harrow County. Vanessa, yeah, I'm pretty sure that you will dig this, Vanessa. And that is that's a good one too. Here's an overview from Very Fine Condition, which is really near mint condition, Vanessa, but I call them Very Fine Condition. So if you want to take part, you have to call them Very Fine Condition too. Peace and love.
And I work for them too. I work for Very Fine Condition as well.
That's right. Just those books are heavy. It's probably cheaper to buy him a copy of this complete book on Amazon.
Yeah, seriously though.
Actually,
that's why I was like, Waltz has it for 115 euros.
Yeah, I wonder why he wants my library editions more than this when he could get this cheaper than the shipping even.
Maybe he doesn't want a 40-pound book that he needs to hold.
Well, that's true. Oh, Bar came back. I saw this on my TV. I'm 100% getting this complete collection. It's a beautiful collection, and I love horror. Now I'm going back to reading. Okay. He's not getting pimped out.
I'm not though. I'm actually on NMC payroll and have been for the last couple months.
He's not getting pimped out. He's a popular person.
And a super nice guy.
Yeah, and he's extremely competent. Damned, but also by Cullen Bunn. Damned. Boy, I read this so long ago, I can't even remember. But this is, I remember liking it. It's still in my collection, so there you go.
Let's see. What was
there was Wonder Woman.
They called it a deluxe omnibus, and it's a standard hardcover. And I was like,
Okay, yeah, standard
other than that-
hardcover, omnibus. It's a collection, and here's Wonder Woman that goofed up my whole thing here. I don't know what's going on.
It's still cursed. What?
It is. I tried to fix it, and it's still weird. This is coming out the third week, November 19th. It is a cool cover, though. That's a really rocking cover.
Daniel Sampere has been killing it on art. Like,
let's see. Let me highlight you. Go ahead.
Say, man, it's really, really well done. Top artists.
Keep showing that. I have to take a break, so keep showing that. I'll be right back.
You're now the star.
Like the stars on the Wonder Woman cover. I think it was you who told me like not to buy the variants for that issue. I remember having that.
I tell you to not do that for everything because
that's true.
You're a goober.
Because don't spend extra money that you can spend on something else.
That's right. You could get more comics, not the same one 4 times.
Indeed. What I would do
and
to
you know what? Eventually, this will be in an Omni, and they'll put all the covers at the back. And
they will
be all set.
That's right. So, trying to see if I know, James. I know, but I think with the way that my webcam handles stuff, it's hard to read out any of the words, anyways. What can I promote? Oh, before, if anybody hasn't gotten a chance to read this, it's another Wonder Woman book. It's Wonder Woman Historia. It's a black label book by Kelly Sue DeConnick, Phil Jimenez, Nicholas Scott, and Gene Ha. Sort of goes over the beginnings of the Amazons. Let's see. Trying to see if... Oh, did you buy the Squirtle Dodger shirt I linked you a while? I sent it to my... So here's the thing, Justin. I have family down south, right, who gets me stuff or whatever. They even offered, or my cousin offered, hey, I'll buy you, just show me whatever shirt you want me to buy for the World Series or whatever, and I will buy you that shirt. So I had her buy one of the Nike ones and then one of the Squirtle ones. So next time I'm back in SoCal, I'll pick them up. So I didn't buy it. Someone else did for me.
Leaving you more money for comic books.
And I know I don't. Well, yes. I don't know what it is, man. People want to send in stuff. That's cool with me. I don't mind at all.
I know. Like everyone just loves buying you things. I don't know how you do it.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. So I don't think I'm visiting them till like next year. But yes, I am glad the Dodgers won the World Series too. Let me see if I can highlight other.
You should take off the dust jacket on that Wonder Woman book. It has a really cool thing.
Oh yes, dude.
I took mine out.
It's like
it's got that faux leather thing going on.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's hard to tell, but it has like a faux leather thing going on.
Oh yeah. It's a wonderfully designed book. Look at the dust jacket on the DM too. Like, oh my gosh.
Oh, on the other side?
Mm-hmm.
Mine does not have that.
Did you get the regular cover?
Yeah, I got the regular cover.
Oh.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know they did that.
I had to get the DM cover because it's a combination of the 3 artists who drew the book, like all in one.
Gotcha.
Although the thing I will say,
I really like the standard
misspelled.
cover.
I don't know if I could say it, but they misspelled one of the news outlets that did a review on the book.
Oh, because it's AIPT, not APIT.
Exactly.
A pit.
Here, maybe you can see it on mine better.
Wait, let me highlight you. Sorry, I had to go. Oh yeah, a pit.
A pit. That was right.
Sorry, I had to go get my plug for my laptop because this mic drains the mic drains this of wait, what, the silver hunk? What about me? What are we talking about?
I have no idea at this point, honestly.
Keep Hunky Dom full screen, please. Okay. I know what's going on. I know what to do. Hunky Dom. Okay, it sounds like you already offered this. You bought this, rather.
Well, I didn't buy it, but someone did.
It was bought for him.
Okay. Dom, Vanessa, Barlow's Horror 2. Up, yep. Now a full-blown friendship. Only Wonder Woman I liked was... What? You know what?
Where did he do that?
What is happening to you? What is wrong with you?
The
whole book was
you know
awesome.
what? He has to like this. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up something for Warren.
From the
This has to be
run?
the only era of Wonder Woman that he's liked. It's the biker shorts.
Goodness.
Diana back in the mid-late 90s is when this
it is. That's when it is. It's from that. Oh boy.
Like Artemis was Wonder Woman for a short while.
Yeah.
And we had a whole lot of other
right.
different...
And her hair is like 16 feet long for some reason.
See, I know my stuff.
I disagree. I don't think Tom King slop. I will say that I love this Wonder Woman run by Tom King. Hobbs. If you're a Tom King hater, you know, peace and love to you, whatever. But I think this is a bold book. For him to do the stuff he's doing in this, I think it is a very bold book. I'm having trouble highlighting it, but
you have to catch it and hold it.
Yeah, I really get. And now I'm getting a Norton app alert that's bothering me, so I'm gonna have to let it go. Just sec, dude. Okay. Anyway, I love this run, but okay, if you don't, that's the way it goes.
I guess your computer doesn't like the run.
It's being
Yeah.
controlled.
And here we have the Human Thunderbolt. So is this from Showcase Kanigher?
Yep, it's got the showcase issues, and then it's got the first couple of Flash issues in and of as well. I gotta say, what Julia Schwartz did for DC, I think is... I don't know if we'd have a comic book industry if it wasn't for Julia Schwartz saying we need to sort of shake up some of the characters that we have in the bolts as far as DC Comics is concerned. Like Flash I love Jay Garrick, but God bless him. That original design, like you're not getting past a nuclear bomb in the nick of time if you're just wearing the silver helmet, like a regular shirt. So what they did specifically to revitalize the book with Barry Allen, of course, you know, being thrown into the windfire was, it was revolutionary for DC. You got this guy who can run really fast. He can withstand a bullet. He can zoom through. It was a hit. It was a big hit for DC, and it got more people to get invested in this character. We don't have Mark Waid Flash if we don't get this book. We don't have Jeff Johns Flash if we don't get this book. We don't have a lot of amazing stories in and of itself. It wasn't for Julia Schwartz.
Infinite Earths. We don't get Flash of Earth 2.
Exactly.
That brought the concept together of the two Earths. Dom,
I always found all that stuff.
I don't know if I could want to hug you any harder than right now. You just took the words right out of my mouth about how great this thing is that Julia Schwartz did. That is, you are such a student of comic books as well as being, you're like a great ambassador for comics. You are such a student of everything. Now that you know the importance of some of the Silver Age too, and you can elucidate on it, and just such a great verbiage. It's amazing. I'm not even being sarcastic. I'm being real here. Dude, you are awesome. You are really awesome. The way you have picked up on this stuff, I really appreciate what you're going to be doing on DC Finest, that show. That is going to be great.
I can't wait. Yeah. No, I appreciate it. It's just like, I think that there's a lot of stuff that, you know, if you look past it, like, cool, like I could sit here, say, oh, I don't have to worry about the old stuff and just read the new one. But we don't have the new ones if we don't have the pieces that were already in the lane foundation, you know, of here. You just got to tip your hat to all these great ideas, these great characters. And again, I think Mark Waid, again, he would not have written his Flash run if it wasn't for Julia Schwartz. I sincerely believe that from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. That's great. So this is an important book to get. This is some of the, this is sort of the science fiction-y with Green Lantern, although it doesn't go into space like Green Lantern, but it does have good, solid science fiction stuff in it. It's very readable. And the art, wow. Carmine Infantino's art on Flash, even with whatever inker did him, it didn't matter if it was Anderson or Gilla or whoever it was, or maybe Gil Kane. I don't know that Gil Kane did any, but he's the only other artist I could think of, but he's not strictly an inker. But it's so kinetic and so dynamic throughout the whole Carmine Infantino era. It's remarkable art.
Agreed.
So dynamic. Dr. Doom, Christopher Cantwell, great story. Great story. Okay, that's not my stance. I think it's fine and a beautiful looking book, but you know how Tom King haters can be. I just recently found out about Tom King haters, so I'm going to give them the same treatment I give certain other things that are in society. I'm not leaving a compartment in my brain open to them. Go do something else. I'm not interested. I love almost all of Tom King's stuff. But this is Christopher Cantwell, and this Dr. Doom's really, really good. This is a complete collection of the two trades.
Two trades.
Yeah, it's really good.
Dr. Doom eats a taco in the run. It's pretty good. That's why you should read it.
Doesn't he ride an elephant too?
He does.
Yeah, it's great. It's a taco.
That's a great point. And I think in any of the sorts, you should pick it up just for that. Like, you don't get to see Dr. Doom do that in any other book except for this one.
Yeah, it's great. Desolation Jones Library Edition with J.H. Williams III art. Wow, that is such a cool cover. The Biohazard Edition. I think I only have the trades, so I could definitely upgrade. Oh, Spiral Storm. I've read some of Silver Age Flash on DC Infinite. Great stuff. Love Silver Age Grodd. He's a hoot. He is a hoot. Classic Dazzler is great. Good for you, Warren. Absolute Lance. Absolutely loving Silver Age Flash. Reading it on DC UI right now. Nice. I don't have a man crush on him. I want to adopt him. Or have my daughter marry him. One or the other. I want him in my house so we can talk comics like forever. This book is also the roots of Marvel bringing back heroes in 1961 and 62. That's a good point. I'm texting from 2 hours in the past, but Brubaker's Cap is one of my 3 favorite Marvel books of all time. Cool.
Wow.
Thank you.
He really is texting from the past.
Yeah. You can really feel the flash of speed looking at Infantino's art. You are exactly right, Lance. I need to get that Dr. Doom one shot. I think they're aren't they redoing?
Yeah, I think printing should be out on its way if it hasn't already.
Yeah, I need to get that. Vanessa, yes, I do. At 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Batterdays in the Batcave. With the Minister of Comics. And we're going to be talking initially about, well, I have no idea what first half hour is going to be about. But the topic is Batman, the animated series. So it's about Batman. So Vanessa, I think you'd dig it. This is Desolation Jones, Biohazard Edition, Dune, House Carino. This is the last week in November.
I cannot wait for this book. Oh my
God. Same.
It's a creative team that I enjoy. And it's also like not many writers outside of Garth Ennis and occasionally Philip Kennedy Johnson do wartime/war stories. And Jeff Johns doing one is like, are you kidding me? How am I going to say no to this? And it's also Gary Frank on art. Like there's no bad, I think, thing about being hyped for this.
I put it in the thumbnail for a reason. I'm way excited for this. Batmantha from New Zealand is really high on this book, and she and I have similar taste and stuff on a lot of things. So yeah, I loved Geiger, and I bet I'm going to love this too. So I'm excited for this.
Same here.
JSA Compendium 1, Jeff Johns. This is totally worth reading. Totally worth reading. So this is a chunky trade if it's a compendium.
Yep.
I'm going to add something to this specific compendium too, because I think we talked about this in the last stream, or some previous stream, but I guess I get to speak more on this now.
Sure.
This has the Day of Judgment by Jeff Johns and Matt Smith event that isn't collected anywhere else, unfortunately. Day of Judgment has been something that I've wanted from DC in an oversized format for quite some time. It was Jeff Johns' first attempt at doing a DC event before he literally did every single other big DC event for like the next 15, 16, 18 years. It's a Spectre-led event.
Honestly, that's the one that was part of Infinite Crisis. It should be in that Omni, right?
No, the event was in 1999.
Oh, I'm thinking of something else. Sorry. Derp.
Yeah, so yeah, you got Hal Jordan. This was him riding Hal Jordan before he eventually got to revitalize Hal Jordan in 2005. It's a wonderful event. Again, I think it's criminally underrated because we talk about Flashpoint a lot. We talk about Infinite Crisis. We talk about DC Rebirth. No one talks about Day of Judgment. And you're going to be getting to, if you buy the compendium, you're going to be able to read it, enjoy it. That's why I'm picking up the compendium specifically for that.
Specifically for that. How many issues is it?
The event, 20-ish issues.
Sorry?
20-ish issues.
Oh,
yeah,
all right.
It's not just like the miniseries or a couple of tie-ins, and I like as well.
I want to get this then too for 20 issues. Yes, and you're speaking that highly of it, 100%. Okay, good. Look at Dom.
It's got the Spectre. It's got all the magic users. Like, how can you not like it?
Ooh, magic users. Okay, right on. Spiral Storm. Whoops, sorry. I'm excited for Golden Age JSAs and the Silver Age Aquaman, Doom Patrol, and Supergirl. Golden Age JSAs. Do we have that to look forward to? All-Star Comics?
Yeah. The first JSA DC Finest is All-Star Comics 3-12.
Oh, wow. I only have that in archives. I have all the All-Star archives, I think. I may not have all of them. But my archives are like some of my most favorite books. So that's awesome. I had no idea they were doing Golden Age JSAs. Let's see. Junkyard Joe trade paperback, DC Black Label.
Yeah, this is Joe the Barbarian by Morrison and Murphy.
What did I say?
You said Junkyard Joe.
Oh,
too many Joes.
Too many Joe
out there too.
Junkyard Joe the Barbarian. This is actually Joe the Barbarian on the Grant Morrison accessibility scale. 1 being All-Star Superman. No, 1 being Klaus. 10 being the Filth. This is like a 3. This is very accessible, very understandable, very fun, great art, great concept. I really enjoyed this book a lot.
Oh, also I figured out the thing I was thinking of. I was thinking of Day of Vengeance.
Day of Vengeance.
That's what I got confused.
Day of Vengeance. Yeah.
How many pages is that JSA compendium?
That's a big. It's a big compendium too. It's not small. It's like 1,400 pages, right?
$60 book.
Whoa.
$60 for a TPP. That must be a
1,400 pages.
14. Holy God. That's bigger than the Omnis are.
That is way bigger.
That's bigger than JSA the JSA Omnibus.
That's crazy. Holy crap.
1,400 pages.
That is
in a trade. Oh, I have to get this just to see how it holds up.
I don't know how it will, but
wow. Okay. I've got some other soft covers that are pretty thick that hold up, but not that big.
That big, man. They're throwing it all in there.
That's a big one.
Yeah. Okay, Spiral. Thank you for being here. We'll see you at 8.
Thank you for joining.
This is not a dumb question. This is a good question. What's the difference between Vertigo and Black Label? They're reintroducing Vertigo. Black Label will be DC's out of continuity stories that kind of push the boundaries. And Vertigo will be for the creator-owned books. Like Joe the Barbarian. That's a creator-owned book, I believe. Okay. So this would be and then a book like The Batman by Dan Jurgens. That's going to be an out of continuity, but not a creator-owned. That's a Batman book. Did I explain that right?
Yeah, that's 100% correct. I will add that Black Label is also their. Both of them are mature titles, obviously.
Right. That's what I meant by push. Go ahead.
Yeah, Black Label is specifically for your mature rated stories for those characters, like Jess said, pushing the boundaries, out of continuity. You don't need to understand anything like before or after it to get it. It's just going to be in that bubble. While Vertigo, yes, is like your Sandman, your Dreaming, Lucifer, characters like that.
Thank you, Remsco, for reminding me that's what I meant by pushing the boundaries. Yeah, I could have just said mature readers. That compendium is wild. I'll keep my omnis. Oh, here's YP. Welcome.
Good Archer profile picture.
Yeah, right. Psylocke right there. Rodimus, apparently those compendiums sell like hotcakes. That's why they're releasing more and more. You're welcome, Logan. Thank you for asking that. Getting this one, I'll buy anything with Sean Murphy art. And I need to highlight Vanessa, who says the nicest thing. Just want to say I'm so happy I found your community, Jess. This is the most joy I have ever had with a hobby in my entire life. I've only been into DC Comics for about a few weeks now, but it has brought me so much fun and joy. I'm having a blast, and everyone in the community has been so kind and helpful. Peace and love, Vanessa. That makes my day to hear that much joy in a person. That means everything to me. Thank you so much for saying that. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Manifest Destiny. This book is great. Oversized hardcover from Image, I believe. Yeah.
The series is finally finished after a decade plus.
Yeah. We're still in the last week of November. This is Nemesis the Warlock, definitive Nemesis the Warlock. Is this something that Ilan, is this something that you already have? I feel like this is an Ilan book. Oh yeah, and I agree with Manifest Destiny volumes 1 and 2 is a must buy. You're welcome, because I've had them in trade paperback forever. You are welcome. Oh, you're not into this. Okay, maybe I'm thinking of Super Laugh Hard. Superman the Exile and Other Stories Omnibus. Last week of November, Darth Vader, Epic Collection. This run is awesome. Kieran Gillen, Salvador La Roca, Lionel Francis Yu art. Wow. This is the brilliance of
what an epic cover. I love Lionel Francis Yu's pinups. I don't care what it is. I just love his pencils.
And he's a super nice guy. He shared his gummy bears with me at Heroes Con. That's my own name drop. There we go. Rodimus, you are welcome. Thor Epic Collection, The Eternals Saga. And the last book on our list, they're reissuing, interesting, Black Label, The Witching Hour. Any chance this is oversized, or is it just regular trade? I do have this,
just a regular
trade. Okay. I like this a lot. The Witching Hour. Vanessa, I think you might like this book too. Although it does bounce out of Sandman to a certain extent, if I remember correctly. But I feel like it stands on its own. I'll get back to you, Vanessa, because I have it pulled for my witches. Yeah, just hang on a sec. Wait till you buy the. Don't pre-order it yet. I feel like it's standalone. I've read it several times. I have it pulled for my occult supernatural read through thing. Let me take a look at it, and then I'll get back to you in the Discord about whether or not you should get this, because I feel like this stands on its own. As I recall, I feel like it's characters that are created in the Sandman universe, but I feel like this stands on its own. And that is it for the show. This is the last book. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I will. Okay. Do we want to go through and see the one book we're most excited for? Chat, you can tell me, and chat, you can tell me, and my co-hosts can also tell me. No, that is a different channel, James, and
we are not mangareleases.com, unfortunately.
And I am not Manga Dog. Good for you, Hobbs. You've been here the whole time. Yeah. I will sell you on it, Chris. I will pull it. I will read it. And I will. It's going to be part of the supernatural video that I do. Since so many, well, you and Vanessa, that's enough. 2 people want to know about it. I'll read it right away, and I will get back to it with you guys. Yes, absolutely. Harrow County for Elon, that big chunky thing that we're kind of looking forward to. So here we are going through these. Green Lantern Corps Volume 2 for Rahul. Cool. Right, you've got it already there. Captain America Epic. Batman Year 1 and 2, and other stories wrapped around Year 1. Am I right? You said, Dom?
Correct.
Mike Barr and
Mike Barr and Max Allen Collins and Jim Starlin are also featured in this omnibus as well.
That Emma Rios. Whoops, hit the wrong button. Wait a minute. That Emma Rios book seems interesting. Yeah. Batman, that one. Okay, cool. I'm getting that Crisis box set Chris showed off since I feel inferior now. I kind of want that too. Is it still available?
You're not going to want... No. You're going to pay I almost feel bad for Bait never went into that, because it's... I looked after I put it up, and I was like, oh, it's like $500 on eBay. It's like,
what? That's ridiculous. Oh. DC Finest. Wait, no, it's not an omnibus. It's not an omnibus. Batman Year 1 is the DC Finest. I said you have Batwoman in omnibus.
I think my trade came in today. I wish I could show it, but apparently my mailbox can't open. I'm trying to twist the key in.
Oh.
So.
Well, that's not great.
It's not great.
I will say the Crisis on Multiple Earth stuff, they did put out some trade paperbacks.
I have those trades, so I'm just going to have to sulk with those.
That's just inferior.
DC Finest Superman. Nick is waiting for DC Finest Flash book to drop. Vanessa excited for Year 1 and 2 for Batman. For Lance, Wonder Woman Origins and Omens. DC Finest. DC Finest already selling. Boy, I have a good feeling about this. Manifest Destiny Volume 2 just to finish the series out. DC Finest sounds like it's going to be a hit. I'm going to get this because I need to. Primer. I'll have to reread the first one. Extremely Twisted and Deeply Crazy. This is a high recommendation from me. Carroll County and all of DC Finest for Starscream. Batman. Oh, I got baited by Dom on this one. I'm definitely getting this one. I'm getting Starfire 2. Chris is getting Primer. Yeah, I like the first one. What Batman Omnibus comes out in March? Or were we thinking that might be in May? What Batman Omnibus are we thinking?
James Tynion, the 4th, Volume 1.
Ah, okay. Ninjak. Wildcats Compendium 1. Oh, wait. Do you want me to do the... Okay.
Gotta have it.
Avengers Epic. Black Sad. That's my top choice. Creepshow. I'm getting that. Here's one people are getting. Doc Elevator, Absolute Justice, and Green Lantern Corps Volume 2. Nice. Rom, get it. Support these Marvel licenses until we have Alf. Oh my gosh, I should have a mod ban you. Rage of the Red Lanterns, highly great storyline. Gunnar Craig Court. Still don't know what this is. Chris Brogan, I'll need
kind of webcomic.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to get Chris Brogan's take on it. Number one pick for Dom.
Yeah.
The Unreadable Hulk.
List. My favorite Hulk story ever.
James Tiny Onion Batman Omnibus is March 4th. Cool. I am keeping my standard hardcovers for that, so you are welcome for that omnibus. Uncanny X-Men Remastered Masterwork Volume 2. Savage Sword of Conan. That's a boss cover. Sunstone.
Nice getting these out.
Mercy. What's that?
It's nice they're finally getting this out.
Yeah.
It was like a running joke for the longest time.
Oh, this is good to know. Creepshow was awesome. Read most of that in singles, and it was dope. Not what it was a dope. It was dope. I believe that's how the youth say it. It was dope.
It was dope.
It was dope. Star Wars High Republic. I forget what everybody said about this. I'll put that in the maybe pile.
If you like Jedi stuff,
Oh yeah, that's right. I do like Jedi stuff. I like
that.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. This has nothing to do with any of that. But that planet I was talking about in KOTOR was in the first game.
Oh, okay. Well, I read it 15 years ago. I mean, I played it 15 years ago, so I don't remember.
You don't? Gosh. No, it's called Korriban.
I remember liking the game, and I actually finished it, so that's good for me.
You did it.
Yeah.
At least it didn't take you 5 years.
Yeah. Trigun Maximum, for those of you out there who know what this is about. I don't even know what that is on the cover. It looks like a potato.
Kind of looks like a grenade launcher.
Oh. It's a grenade launcher.
Or
it's like a Nerf gun, gun my brother had when he was like 7 years old.
Yeah, like a chain gun or a grenade launcher. One of those.
Ugh. Okay.
There's a lot of shooting things.
Zatanna and the Ripper. All right, I get double one because I'm so excited
for the second week.
Yeah. 007. No, now we're on the third week, right?
Oh, okay.
I think. Absolute Justice. I definitely goofed it up, so I
definitely want this.
Yes, good. DC War. No, I don't think I can afford this, and I don't. No. Okay,
right.
Everybody needs to get this.
You're definitely getting that.
No, I'm not. Dom did a great job. I think that was the most eloquent I've heard Dom on this and the Flash. Pay attention to this man and subscribe not only to his regular Dom of X channel, but he's also got DC World's Finest. No, DC Finest. Who's that with? Is that with Curtis?
It's with Curtis. It's also on my channel, but yeah.
Oh, it's on your channel. Okay, so it's it's just part of your channel. Okay.
We will have books to talk about this month, so
That is super fun. Super fun. I hope you guys have a blast. I'm sure you will. Elseworld Superman, I'm getting this. Fantastic Four, Volume 5. I'm not getting that. Green Lantern Corps. Batman Year 1 and 2 for Logan. YouTube.
Green Lantern Corps. Definitely getting that.
Trigun is a lot of fun, and yes, there is a lot of shooting. Definitely hoping the finest line continues DC Collected Editions turnaround. Some of the titles, like science fiction, Gorilla World next year, are risks, but I hope to see them pay off. Anything with gorillas, I'm getting, so let's go. Harley Quinn, of course, getting that. Don't care how good, how bad, how good, how bad. Doesn't matter. Werewolf by Night. Outsiders. Totally interested in that one. Very interested in that one. Scalped. That's a good job on DC to release that. Spider-Girl. Thank you, Marvel. Superman. Last Ronin. Archer and Armstrong.
Transition.
Whoop. Thank you. Batman. So we're going to be coming up on that Wonder Woman too. Silent Night, which Dom sold me on because it's by Jeff Parker. The team up I didn't know I needed. Batman and Santa Claus. What is going on? The Cult. Cyanide and Happiness. This now I feel like I got baited into getting this. This looks so good. I so do not need this. I am totally fine with my library editions. Why do I want this? This is in the height of insanity for me to want this. I have 4 perfectly good library editions that line up with the extra book perfectly. Tales of Harrow County. What is wrong with me? I should not want this book.
You should
want libraries, Jess. Just keep libraries. Just keep those libraries. You don't need
them. Maybe I should just get this too, just to own it. And I'll snuggle with it in bed like Dom does with his Pikachu or whatever.
It might be, after you buy this and can't afford blankets or heat, you might need it.
Here's the Damned, and I believe the Haunted Wonder Woman's coming up. There she is. Nope.
Appropriate for post 3 days Halloween.
Right. She's haunted. That cover's awesome. Just amazing. Who's the artist, Tom?
Daniel Semper.
No. He did the cover too.
Yeah.
Freak. I love that as a poster.
So Mary Mori on colors. It quite literally is a artistic win on all fronts.
It is a masterpiece. What a concept. Oh my gosh, I love that. And he was like the valedictorian at your college graduation speaking, Dom, on this book. He spoke the truth. It was awesome. Dr. Doom, you need to read that. I vote you buy it and keep the LEs, Jess. Win-win.
Oh my God.
Yeah, see, I'm thinking that way too, except upper
kind of
management.
Whole shelf.
I know. Upper management is on this floor, and she just heard that, so I don't think I better do it.
How much?
Yeah, sorry, Justin. I don't think I can do it.
Hey, you could use some of your OPB money, Jess.
Nothing, sweetie. It's nothing. Is Moon Knight in that Werewolf by Night Master?
It's going to be in the next one.
Next one.
Not
okay,
this
thank you. I'm gonna read that in a little bit, Starscream. I will answer it, but hang on. I also love Volume 1 of King's Wonder Woman. Me too. We'll probably pick up Volume 2. I liked it a lot. I can see why it might be controversial, though. Desolation Jones. Upgrade from trade paperback? Yeah, I think so. J.H. Williams art and
this is unfinished, isn't it?
Yeah. Just like Port
of Earth.
Trees. Support of Earth. Yeah. I was thinking of Warren Ellis books that are unfinished.
Oh,
Trees,
yeah.
Injection. He lost all that stuff on his hard drive. I think he had.
What?
Yeah, this is what happened. I mean, this is the pre-problematic controversy, and I totally understand. I'm not saying anything good or bad about him. You guys all make your own decision about him. That's fine. But he had like all of Desolation Jones and Injection and Trees on this hard drive of his, and he lives out in the middle of boondock Babagadoosh or something in the UK with hardly any internet service. He's like out there by himself, and his hard drive crashed and wiped out. Like he can't even get these stories back. So I don't know how they get finished, actually.
That's got to be so demotivating.
Oh, good heavens. Yeah.
Also, if I were a writer, I'd have like 9 hard drive backups of everything.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Actually, she didn't know what we were talking about. She hadn't been paying attention, but I think that.
Yeah, she's like, Jess is spending money.
Yeah, okay, yeah, this is the one I waited for her to leave to read. Jess, you seem to buy a lot of books. Yes, I do too. I have over 600 plus, but I've only. Oh, you've read 60%. That's really good, Starscream.
That's a pretty good ratio.
60% is killing it. Quite honestly, I am at 20%. Maybe I don't think I'm at 25%. I could be at 25%. But I mean,
it's okay. Webhead's at 10%. So
it's not that bad.
I know.
The thing that saves me is buying things that I've already read before.
That's fair. Yeah.
So I can go, I read this already.
Dune. Junkyard Joe, we're all excited for this.
That's my most anticipated one.
Okay.
I haven't read it yet, and it's going to be in the nice library size deluxe edition format. Yeah. So
I don't think I'm at 18%. I've been doing better than that. 20%, brother. Got to get those numbers up. Get that Matthew McConaughey
rookie numbers.
Yeah. JSA that we all got talked into buying for 1,400 pages. I don't even know how I would overview that. That's going to be a tough one.
That's what I'm here for. I'm planning on doing an overview of it.
Oh, I'm going to be doing an overview too. But I'm sure you'll get yours sooner since you have some hookup with DC. So lucky you. I don't. Joe the Barbarian, Manifest Destiny.
Oh, Jess, real quick, could you after we go through all of these?
Oh, okay. Whoops, wait a sec. I lost the comments. Okay, there we go. Manifest Destiny, Definitive Nemesis, Superman the Exile, Darth Vader, Epic Thor, and The Witching Hour, which I promise I will read this weekend. Yes, young man. What were you going to say?
I highlighted the DM cover for Junkyard Joe in our private chat. If there's any way you could show it and we can sign off, I would appreciate that.
Okay. I will do that. And the reason we're going to sign off is not only have we been going 3.5 hours, but after this, you need to go check out Jake on The Brave and the Boys, where he is having his weekly show where he is highlighting the collected editions of the week.
With Chris Balga from Marvel Ultimate Alliance podcast.
Yes, and there's the alternate cover for Junkyard Joe. Let me have... I don't know the answer to this, Vanessa. I'm sorry. I don't know what it's about. Comic releases. Let me see if Jake can send me a link. Wait. Can you come to my chat and post a link for your show? Period. I'm sending all my viewers to your show. Sorry we ran over.
Oh, Jake's stream is over.
Oh, it's over?
Apparently over.
Oh, dear.
We really went on.
Oh, I thought it was supposed to be an hour. Oops. It's now writing everything I just said. Just a sec while I take 15 minutes to delete this. Okay. Oh, okay. Bummer.
Dang.
I'll do better in the future.
See, he should have come on and told you to stop streaming.
Yeah, I kind of expected him to be honest. That would have been funny, and I would have known because I lost track of time. So I will get to the witching hour. I will get to my supernatural stuff because I'm feeling a little bit better. Tonight, 8 p.m., the Minister of Comics is coming on, which I'm excited about. And Dom of X and Webhead, where can people find you? Dom of X.
Comicreleases.com.
Okay. Comicreleases.com. Don't forget their Patreon. Here's my Discord. Here's their Discord.
We appreciate all of you that have joined. And as I always say, if you need any help, you can reach out to us on. You probably messaged me on Patreon, but if you hit our Discord, we're always in there.
Yeah, we're always.
Or if you have suggestions for stuff on the website, I like getting suggestions because I might actually do the thing you suggest.
I can't
usually
keep up
good ideas.
With, your Discord is like crazy busy.
It can be. Yeah. It's not like crazy busy to you is different than crazy busy to me because there's some where I step in and it's like all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God.
Mine is so mellow. It's like, hey man, what's going on? Yeah. And then I get into yours. It's like, Omnidog's here. What do you think of this?
Well,
what do you think of that?
Yeah.
I'm like,
that's partly because you came in and everyone went, hey, John!
I was just coming to see what was going on.
What's going on? Ah!
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's a question for Dom before we go. Was that supposed to be Julius Schwartz or Julia S. also responsible for getting Steve Englehart on Detective Comics? I think you meant Julius Schwartz.
Julius Schwartz, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow.
He was the one who really shook things up in DC in the late 50s. I mean, you want to talk about like someone saying like we got to actually like put out good stuff despite the Comics Code Authority, which is another conversation for another time. But yes, I do believe that was the case. But no, to harken back, one thing I said this on Very Fine Condition earlier this week when we did the independent solicits. We are proud of running a site that has 0 ads. Like we are getting literally 0 ad revenue, for the site, and we're going to continue that. I mean, there's, we're very sick and tired of a lot of websites, especially like comic related sites, like being plastered with advertisements on the left and right, which makes stuff unreadable. We're not about that, man. I mean, we really want every single person who gets on the site, who uses it, even donates to our Patreon, to have the best, cleanest reading experience that you can have, whether it's scrolling through solicitations or if it's going through upcoming comic releases. Doesn't matter. Like, I think that's something that we're very proud of. And yeah, for just $2, you get your own watch list. I am still working. I'm going to be working on with a friend of mine to see if I can't get those patrons on the end of my YouTube videos as well, to also show appreciation and support for that too. Got to ask Webby for a list first, but you can find me there. You can also find me on Dom of X on my own channel, where I am going to be pumping out a couple of videos in the next couple of weeks, it seems like. So back to schedule. Omar is back, so that is a little bit of the weight off of me, but I have like 1 or 2 more videos that I got to upload to NMC. Actually, no, like 4 videos before I get back on full track. So you can find me there, and you can find me on all these things too. So
that's awesome. And I'm glad this guy's doing well, because I love that guy.
We too.
Yeah,
I got to meet him finally when we.
I know, that's amazing. In New York,
such a super nice dude.
He's the extrovert's extrovert.
That's right.
He's my polar opposite. I don't think I could do what he does, but he's awesome at it. Okay, so tonight at 8 p.m. Batter Days in the Batcave. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Peace and love. Peace and love. Thank you to my fabulous co-hosts who are so great. Really appreciate it, everybody. And I will play us out with my theme song by Redcoat Turncoat, who have a new album out. If you want to check it out, I need to get I'll try and get the link for that for tonight. Because I know I feel like he sent it to me. And so here is Redcoat Turncoat to play us out. Thank you, everybody. Peace and love. Where is the right there?